just need to.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Monday Sound Stream. We've got a hell of a show. We talked about how it's been slow news weeks for a couple weeks, but we've
Not
been
this week.
provided. We've been provided with the juiciest of news. I'm very excited to talk about this.
Is it?
So,
Is it? Are we moment high?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm momentai because I'm pretty hyped up at the moment. I think I'm ready to just like talk about stuff. It is. There is a lot. There is a lot of news today. Some of it is just like super minor. I had to cut some stuff too, like Godzilla Day. Sorry, y'all didn't get that much news, but I put the important stuff in. That burning Godzilla short was cool though. That was cool. Um, but anyways, we've got like a lot, so we're just gonna get like down to it. We got Jerry in one corner, we got Ryan in the other. I think you guys want to say hi. You can say hi.
Moment high.
I said it before. I'll say it. I'm just happy to be here because, long story short, because I know we got other stuff to do.
Yeah.
I got cut off prematurely by my cable company. Only for me to argue with them, like, hey, I already told you I made an arrangement to pay on this day, and they were like, oh, whoops, our bad.
That's,
Yep.
Like, jeez.
I imagine there's a Digimon that got cut off on your internet provider.
Funny enough, when it was out, I was just playing a whole lot of Cyber Sleuth.
And then you didn't even realize one of the side quests was fix my internet.
Yeah, apparently.
Alright.
I'm near endgame at Time Changers, and the Royal Knight side quest is the funniest side quest ever because it's literally just I'm dubbing it Royal Knight's Bizarre Adventures. The Royal Knights go on weird ass adventures in the side quest
Yes.
near endgame. Do you want to see Jesmon get way in line for ramen?
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It's like
One
the
of them
most
would
fun.
say yada yada, does it?
I mean, Gankamon maybe.
Yep. A Master Band noticed the books on my bed, so I'll show them off. We got Universal Monsters: The Mummy, which is the best modern mummy story I've seen since the Brendan Fraser movie. So, like, read it; it's great. Um, I've got She-Hulk by Rainbow Rowell, which is like
What was that?
kind of a
How
thin
how?
omnibus. It's $100 cover price, and it's only 25 issues. It's kind of a thin one.
That one might have to wait for a price drop because I think
Yeah.
I love that series, but $100 for that little
How much did I
content.
get it? I got it from In Stock Trades. I think I paid like 60.
It really should be honestly
It should
it's
be a
weird to call it.
$75 cover price. Honestly, it shouldn't
It
be.
really
It's
it
not
should
that
be
long.
like I mean it's really a compendium at that point. It's it's not really Omni when it's only like 25 issues. It should
This
be
is
like
like a deluxe hardcover at this point. Like I have an Avengers
yeah.
volume that's thicker than this. Anyways, so there's that, and then there's the thing I've wanted for ever since I learned what omnibuses were. I've wanted Jonah Hex omnibuses, and so they got our first one, which isn't the run that everybody wanted it to be, which was the Jimmy Palmiotti, Justin Gray run from the 2000s. That's never been reprinted properly in the modern day, but they instead did the New 52 run, and I don't know why they did that first because it's kind of a sequel to the 2000s run. But of course, I'm not gonna
I
like
mean
turn down a
I
Jonah
mean
Hex.
that was
So
that was honestly one of the best New 52
I would say it
runs
was the
starting
best New
off.
52 like starting line book. Like this,
Oh, definitely.
it's amazing, and it's so cool too because it connects to the DC universe like in weird ways. Like they have a Court of Owls tie-in issue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like in this series, like Hex goes to Gotham at the beginning, and so like he runs into the Court of Owls of the 1800s. It's so
Oh, that's cool.
damn cool.
It's like that one episode of
Yeah,
B-Test. It's like that one episode of B-Test where Jonah Hex is just there to raise a Raja Ghul plot.
exactly. So, but I'm excited to have. It's funny. All three of these books I have in singles, and I've read entirely already. So these technically don't even have to go into the backlog. Though I probably will binge through that She-Hulk book again because that was like an easy read. And I want to read Jonah
That's
Hex
yeah, I
again.
know. I love that's my favorite thing about Rainbow Rowell She-Hulk. It's such a comfy read.
Oh yeah. I feel like I'm gonna challenge myself tonight. I'm gonna start reading it after the stream and see if I can finish it before I go to bed. I'm just gonna see if I can breeze through it. All right, let's get to the news. Like, let's get to it because we got a lot.
Yeah, for real.
Everyone's talking about Sentai in the chat. We will be getting there,
Oh, yeah.
and we will be discussing it as we usually do with what we actually know, as opposed to what is being rumored. So, anyways, last week on the channel, there was a comic haul. I put it out in the middle of the week because I wanted to do a Halloween video, and then the Halloween video was a Blu-ray video. because I thought,
That
what if I make it a little bit more evergreen than just Halloween? Um,
I tell
yeah.
you, the moment you brought out the Wizard of Oz 4K set, I laughed so hard seeing that cover. It's the most beautifully bad cover ever.
It truly is. Also, it suddenly got warm in this room. It was like freezing this morning, and now I'm like, it's hot again. Okay. Anyways,
It's like I
yeah.
think my favorite part is just Dorothy and Gang not noticing the goddamn tornado in front of
Yeah.
them.
I had so much fun putting this together because
The
I
new Peyton didn't even eat the sandwich in this one.
yes. And I think so. I think the funniest part about that video was, as I was like, I basically like, if you look at it, it's just a normal Blu-ray video with the Halloween like skin on it, but I had so much fun doing it. Psycho said Sound insulted the Sentai DVDs until I found out the day after he recorded it. It is funny. The Sentai news came out like I think 14 hours after I filmed that segment.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So my bad. Anyways, yeah, so it was a fun time. Had a good time. Shorts last week, I think it was more X-Men. I know it's been a lot of X-Men, but that was my whole point of my recent video. X-Men 97, the 2-packs, and the Wave 3, which was basically
How,
like,
how
here's 12 more X-Men.
how's your Logan standing?
Not well. He keeps falling over.
More surprisingly more than Emma, and she's on high
Yes.
heels.
Yeah, no, like Emma's a lot more stable. Storm's not as great on stability because she's got old heels, but
Yep.
yeah,
So
anyways, good times.
the
I was
sunspot's the
shocked
new
to see
mold.
Emma stand.
Yeah.
I saw I remember an old comment from an overview of like figures with high heels, and my favorite comment they made is Emma Frost should be the only one with high heels because she's naturally born with high heels on her feet.
Yeah. She's got the Barbie feet from the
Yes,
movie.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Hasbro figures, I recently got in my big giant stupid big bad Toy Store box. And I got my only two black figures, the Anakin and Obi-Wan Red
Mhm.
Sith figures. They were actually like I was not expecting them to be that good. Honestly, they
Right?
have like they have butterfly joints. Like wait, what? Black
Yeah,
figures with
those are the
butterfly
first 2
joints?
figures where they actually cooked for once.
Oh, is it the
Uh,
first stream of the month?
It
oh yep,
is.
yep. Happy November.
Thanks to Master Ben for pointing that out.
Yes. I will do gifted memberships next week because we got to get rolling.
Alright,
But
fair enough.
that's a good thing. We will do gifted memberships next week. I'll make a note of it right now, because it does take a few minutes, and
We have a lot of news to talk about.
yeah, I will
So
do it
thanks to
next week though.
everybody.
So, all right. Let me just write this down.
Yeah.
Gifted memberships. But anyways, good stuff
But yeah,
on the
I was
shorts.
I would say that man, I like 20. They're really good figures, but man, they come with nothing. They like, I know they're like
Yes.
downgraded version from the Comic Con set, but
Yep.
like $25 or probably more with the new prices when they only come with lightsabers. Like, come on, not even ultra heads or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah, that's like my only problem with them. Is the accessory, which has been an issue for a long time. All right. Next up, Harley Quinn ended at a very successful 121% of the goal. So 3,900 backers were there. That means that there is like around 3,000 Jared Leto figures that will exist.
That sounds like a wild animal. Kill it.
Yes. So there was that. All right. The Tron Heroes of the Grid, which is really funny because I realized that is a Power Rangers board
The
game
Power
name.
Rangers war game. Yep.
The Tron Haslab has now hit
Hey, no,
1,101 backers. It was
so
threatening to
sound.
do that all weekend because I kept seeing it at like 1,099, and then it kept going down to 1,097, 1,095. It was ping ponging. It was
So
crazy.
Sam, I want to show you something to compare on stream to this.
Yes.
So this is a $260 Haslab, right? Of two
Yes.
vehicles and five figures.
And a
So
light up stand.
yep. So I want to showcase because I discovered this recently because Jazzwares is doing their Stranger Things line right now. I put a
Hmm.
screen chat. So they did. So one of their products of their kids line of the same 4-inch scale is this van vehicle set only for $38.99. Comes with about the same articulation as the figure is of the Tron set, and has a full van interior in it. If the page will load.
Yeah,
uh,
I'm gonna just go. I'll just search it up real quick because the GameStop's website is one of the. Here it is. Steve Harrington in the van.
Yeah. Just take a look. It just when I saw it, it's like, wow, this just froze in the face of Hasbro's
This
Tron.
wow, yeah,
As,
$38 and you get an entire ass van.
well, full interior inside.
Wow, okay, yeah, so Hasbro, as we say on the weekly, what the hell, man?
I know, right?
Later says the binary is backer's number binary for nope. Yeah, pretty
No.
much at this point. Like, I was talking to a friend earlier, and I was like, honestly, they should just cancel this Haslab out of shame. They shouldn't even bother letting it go to term. Like, just don't let it go to the deadline. Just end it now. Like, it's not even worth it. It's not gonna make it. It's crazy. Anyways, let's get on to the news.
So
I
what's so at this point? What's gonna be the bigger failure? This or cookie or what's the bigger failure? This or or like
oh
the Star Wars Black
I
Series
ran the
Haslab?
number. Cookie Monster had the lowest percentage of backers out of any Haslab. Tron has a lower percentage than Cookie Monster. Tron currently has twice as many backers as Cookie Monster, but because Cookie Monster only required
Inflation.
3,000 backers, where Tron needs
Mhm.
10,000, it's a much lower ratio. Even the lightsaber did better. Even the lightsaber did better. So
Wow.
yeah, ridiculous. Anyways, speaking of ridiculous, remember how at New York Comic Con we talked about how there was basically no Marvel news besides X-Men? It was like,
They decided what like here it is out of
yeah,
nowhere.
random Wednesday, let's talk about our Marvel comics. And I'm like, Marvel, why would you like not just announce these at New York Comic Con? None of these had to be held off. Anyways, Punisher's getting a new ongoing by Benjamin Percy, following up from the Punisher Red Band miniseries, because Marvel can't just start a comic anymore. You got to have a miniseries first and then get an ongoing that only lasts 10 issues before getting rebooted as another miniseries.
It's hey, 25 issues right there.
Yeah, I mean, someone said Marvel's just making things for omnibuses now, and I kind of feel like that's kind of the case, because like we just like everything doesn't make sense when you're trying to read it in trade anymore, because it's like, oh, this is this,
What's
but it's not actually the
what's
start of this, and it's actually this
what
over here.
what's the phrase? Made for the trade, right?
Yeah, it's made for the trade, but it's now like made for the Omni, because the trades don't make
I
any
mean,
sense.
oh yeah.
Next up, remember when the Marvel had this big announcement? They're like, "Who's the next Sorcerer Supreme? What a mystery!" And then before the comic came out, they're like, "It's Wanda." What was the
Wanda's
point of
killing
the
it.
marketing campaign?
I would say Wanda's been killing with all her modern outfits
She
thus
really
far.
is.
Like damn.
I gotta say though, the funniest part about this is that everybody online figured this out, because they announced the new Sorcerer Supreme comic and said, "Oh, it'll be written by Steve Orlando," and everyone's like, "So it's Wanda,"
Yep.
because he's just been writing all the Wanda. And yeah, it was funny. They're like, they had this cover, and like, look at all these people it could be, and then like before the comic even comes out, they're like, "It's Wanda," and I'm like, "You really, guys, you don't let anything go to print anymore."
Yep.
Marvel's like, "No, we will announce it ahead of time because we have variant covers to sell." Um, how many issues will this last? Probably 5 or 10. They also did this connecting cover with the Doctor Strange and the Wiccan comics, which I think is kind of
They
neat.
really, I mean, as you said, we talk about the May for the Omni. At this point, they could really just make a Steve Orlando Wanda Omni of all his recent Wanda series.
Ran
At
the
this point,
numbers. If this series runs 10 issues, boom, there it is.
yeah, because how like 'cause was it his previous Wanda? It was like what, five
It
issues?
was like 5, 10, 5, 5, and then another 10. Like that's a Moon Knight, like a Moon Knight by Jed McKay sized Omni right there.
It's so like it's weird because it does sell. They keep like that's the thing. It's when it's the same creator with the same
Yes.
character. It sells. Like I think that means it sells. It's
It
like it's
does
just like
sell, but like I think what sells is the fact that they get really good artists on the book, because like I don't see people talking about it that much. I know there's a chunk of Wanda fans that love it, and a chunk of Wanda fans that hate it, and then there's me who just got bored and stopped reading it one day. Um, so, I don't know. That being said, Armageddon's coming, which okay, yeah, there's a Marvel event by Chip Zdarsky called Armageddon, which is coming in June. And it says changing the face of the Earth's mightiest heroes in a way not seen since Avengers Disassembled.
oh, why would you say? Why would you compare it to that?
And it will also connect to recent developments in the Ultimate Universe, specifically Morales returning home with Origin boxes and Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion 5. That issue hasn't come out yet, has it? Oh wait, it came out. Oh god.
Yeah.
That comic was so like nonsensical that I read it and didn't even remember I read that last issue.
I've been bad at catching my Ultimate book, so like, yeah, I think I have it, but still, but it's what okay, like
Marvel Editorial's been washing my favorite writers lately, so I have no interest or excitement in this.
also like, man, like they said stuff like that. I'm like, oh, guys, is that why they're ending the Ultimate Universe early? Then, if that's the case, great.
Oh, is there? Oh, everyone's asking what happened to Doctor Strange. Oh, he gave the mantle of Sorcerer Supreme to Doctor Doom to solve the vampire problem, and then Doom didn't give it back, and so afterwards, like Strange ended up going to Asgard and getting exiled there, and so now there needs to be a new Sorcerer Supreme after they defeat Doom, and that's apparently Wanda.
Yep, because I'm not sure. I'll say I haven't keep up with the whole world under Doom, but I do love how the Fantastic Four defeated Doom in issue 3 of Ryan of the newer Ryan Reynolds
Yeah,
series. It's like it's Dormammu. Dormammu, I come to market, but it's like Ben going like it's collaborating time constantly. I love that issue.
it's fun.
So good.
Anyways, it's funny because this is like the origin of the end. I'm like, are we doing a line-wide relaunch? Because it's felt like we've been doing that for a while with the fact that everything keeps getting canceled and nothing
I
interesting starting up.
Mhm. I would say again, why would you compare it to Avengers Disassembled? Like that's the most like disliked comic next to Avengers 200 I've seen from
It's also like
Marvel.
it's like that those two and Civil War 2 are like the top 3.
Yeah, it's like why would you compare that to Disassemble?
So
Why?
speaking of writing for the Omni, there's a one-shot finale for the Marvel Ultraman comics called The Fall of Ultraman. I say, why a one-shot and not a miniseries? Because where are you going to collect this one-shot? We already have all the trade paperbacks. Oh wait, what if you just do an Omni? That's all the series in one, and that's the way you collect the one-shot.
Yep. Screw you to all the people that have been picking up the trades thus far, pretty much.
Yeah, like go buy this, and that's actually been an issue lately. Marvel's been doing a lot of one-shots and not miniseries, and so I have to ask the question, like, when is that one-shot getting collected in something? And the answer most of the time is never. Um, so yeah. Anyways,
Is that gonna be a future comic video? Is or the orphan issues?
I could do it, but yeah, I'll have to do some research on that to make sure I like cover it properly because like holy cow, there's a lot I
You
can
should
think of.
you know the video you should do also for comics the cases of the gutter loss the cases
Oh
of the
god,
gutter
gutter
loss
loss. Yeah, that's I'll have to think about that one because that one's
because
gonna be.
because I saw a video recently or today of the compact editions and like talk about the new Arkham Asylum compact, which is pretty not horrible, but like that one has some pretty bad gutter loss. Also, like
Yeah.
I think that story does not fit with compacts at all. Like that, essentially how small some of the text
Mhm.
and blurry the texts are in that book. You can bear from the video I seen, you can barely read it in the compact format.
Yeah. Anyways, back to Ultraman. It started with Rise of Ultraman. It's ending with Fall of Ultraman. It's funny. It was Rise of Ultraman, and then we had Trials of Ultraman, Mystery of Ultra 7, and Fall of Ultraman. They just copied all the Krakoa titles for X-Men.
Yeah.
Anyways, um, yeah, it's weird, but basically, Ryan was talking about the compact edition of Batman Arkham Asylum, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's that. That's the comic news of the week, though. It's all Marvel.
And no, not I mean, Batman Arkham, not the video game, the story written by Grant Morrison.
Yeah, the graphic novel from back in your day. Um, yeah, you guys ready for some Blu-ray news? Blu-ray news. We also got
Yes.
some juicy stuff here. We got some juicy stuff all around. I don't know why I keep using juicy as the streaming because I feel like if I call it spicy, like people are gonna think this is gonna get something else because
Do you have
spicy's
Gav?
taken on a new term.
Do you
Uh,
still have Gav on the brain?
maybe I do miss Gav. I like Zets, but I do miss Gav.
Zets has been fun. It's not like oh wow, this is amazing, but it's been just fun to watch. Kamen Rider
Yeah,
officially simulcasts. Honestly, it's like
I think that's
you
the
know
most fun part for me is the fact that it's simulcast. I think that's my favorite part
yeah,
about it.
it's just a kind of casual like Saturday. Though it's funny because the episodes of Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider it's the same day, so you watch on the official Kamen Rider the next official Kamen Rider.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. Though I am enjoying Zets more than Tojima. the last episode of the last couple episodes of Tojima, I've been like not as loving as much as I did the first part. First part of it, I
It's fun.
enjoyed it more.
It's fun, but like I mean, I'm watching the dubs from behind like episodes, but like I've
Yeah.
been enjoying it.
I've been enjoying it.
Yeah,
It's gotten I think after episode 3 is kind of where it starts, but like after episode 3 it just gets very very fan servicey
no, definitely.
to a
Uh,
distracting level. Um
yeah, I know. It's
and
I poke fun of it, but like
and then in episode 4 and 5 they do this storyline with these two characters and I'm not vibing with it. So like we'll see. I'm hoping like next episode's going to like pick back up again.
no,
Um
I mean to me, Saturday is Digimon Day, Digimon Day,
yeah.
beat break.
All
I
right,
think
let's get to the
also,
Blu-rays.
I
'Cause
mean, speaking of, I think Bandai I think somewhat Bandai was listening to you that on
yes.
our Digimon video because they Astamon was big focus on this
Oh,
week's
he
episode.
was?
Beat
That's
break.
great. I'm so
It's
happy.
like, and so like this, I was like, "Does someone listen to our video and put Astamon in?"
Yes, Muteki, I do love V3, and, maybe that's part of my problem. Anyways. I don't know if that's part of it or if it's just like I don't know. Anyways, Astamon deserves more love because that is the coolest guy ever, and Cross Wars Hunters shouldn't be his only anime appearance, so I'm glad that it's not anymore.
I mean, all the fan art of Astamon I've seen after the episode is like, "Wow, this is Astamon's getting all the love and attention now."
That's great.
And he's working with a Yakuza, so he is a game he's so he is
Even
a game
better.
gangster.
Even better. Even better. All right. So, Emperor's New Groove is coming to 4K Blu-ray on December 9th. This will be a new transfer. It'll be a 4K and a Blu-ray. It'll be similar to the Lilo and Stitch release from earlier this year. Sign me
I
the
definitely
hell up. This movie's
is
amazing.
this pre-order is the pre-order page? 'Cause this one I'm not missing out because I had to miss out the Tron 4Ks because of money, so and I regret that because they're
Pre-order
super
still
cheap.
pending because
Yeah,
Disney will
because
announce something. Like this time, they're announcing it like more than a month in
ahead.
advance. What a surprise!
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this. So, more on that later because we have no other details. All right. Arrow Video announced their January releases, which includes Under Siege, Snakes on a Plane, The Assassination Bureau, City Slickers, Evil Dead Rise, Cheap Thrills, and Husera. Some of these are US releases as well as being UK releases. All of them are pretty fantastic because
I
it's
I
Arrow Video.
I'm surprised Arrow got to do Evil Dead Rise, unless it's a UK release. 'Cause I know that
Think,
film.
let me check. Let me see. Hold on.
Also, of course, Arrow would make a 4K stakes on a
Oh,
plane.
Evil Dead Rise is US and Canada only, not UK.
I'm I'm surprised because that movie came out last year, so I'm surprised
Yeah,
it's now getting a 4K. But I just find it funny that of course Arrow would make release snakes on the plane. That
of
feels
course
that's a
they
movie.
would. It's like so on brand for them. Same for
I
Under
love it.
Siege.
It probably would help both cuts.
Plus,
I'm tired.
plus, if you watch Under Siege, you'll understand the plot of Megan 2 better.
I'm tired of these was it Monday to Friday planes on no, I'm tired of these snakes on the plane on Monday to Friday or something like that.
I do love the fact that like they still pun up their bonus features. Like Under Siege has a thing of they have like a interview that's like a tight ship is the title.
Oh there,
But then
there
like
give us a
Snakes on a
dig.
Plane has Snakes on a Blog and Meet the
Snakes on a
Reptiles,
block.
Snakes on a Page, which is about the script. Like like
Oh
they're
there,
still having fun with puns. They're still having
oh
fun with
there you
puns.
go. There you go. Mr. Tiki, I'm tired of these monkey fight snakes on this Monday to Friday plane. And it's like
Yes.
that is honestly the best censorship line ever.
It really is. It really is. Um, anyways, good stuff from Arrow. Universal's releasing a 4K of The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. How the Grinch
uh,
Stole Christmas. Sorry, I completely changed the title. This
the
makes
Jim
sense
Carrey
because
one.
Universal like sells
They're they're
so much
re-releasing
merch.
this film. They're re-releasing this film in theaters, aren't they? Also,
Yes, they are. They're doing a theater release as well to promote the 4K and the 25th anniversary. Also,
I love it.
wow, 25th anniversary
The
of movie I
anniversary.
saw in theaters originally.
Yeah, the old.
Yep.
I love this stupid movie. It's one of those things where this movie, like, if you tell me it's a bad Seuss adaptation, I will agree with you. But it's just such a stupid movie. It makes
Yes.
me it makes me laugh.
It's how I feel about most Batman movies. I'm like, these are all bad adaptations, but a lot of these are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next up. Well, after everybody reported, and by everybody I mean a bunch of unsourced brand new account Blu-ray.com posts, there was a bunch of reports that said Shout Factory was closing. And all those
Yeah,
reports were sourced from a Blu-ray.com forum post from somebody who literally made the account 2 hours earlier. Shout Factory is not dead. Here's their January releases, which includes Bullet in the Head 4K, Once a Thief 4K, World War Z 4K Steelbook, Arcane League of Legends Season 1 4K Blu-ray, and End of Watch 4K Blu-ray.
I thought the Arcane. I think.
That
Oh
was
yeah,
the
I think
limited
Arcane.
edition.
Yeah, I love it. I was like,
Yeah,
what's that already out?
this is a
I was like,
standard
man.
release.
Man, where was he? I hadn't heard. I remember that film when that came out.
They
Everyone
keep
in my
trying to
high
make a
school.
sequel to it.
Yeah, I just remember that film came out during I think my high school years. I remember
Hmm.
everyone was talking about it. I'm like, man, it's like one of those like, man, I haven't heard that name in
That was
years.
the movie that made me realize I don't care about zombie stories. But the big news is that, as we've discussed, I think we discussed it last week, but as was reported by several people, Shout's web store, shoutfactory.com, is the part that's closing. Because they did a merger recently, and part of that merger is to cut the direct-to-consumer sales page. And that is confirmed today by Groove being the new home of Shout Factory Online. This is, there was people like, oh, Shout's like liquidating all these things and they're selling a bunch of stuff. Like, yeah, you know what also did that? Warner Archive when they closed the WB store. And guess what? All that, it just shifted to Amazon, and Warner Archive's been producing stuff like all the time since.
Hmm.
But that being said, it is official now that beginning in January 2026, all Shout stuff will be on Groove, and that'll be and Groove Canada as well, and that'll be the home of things. Of course, they'll still be selling Shout titles on Amazon, deep discount, all the others, but this will be like their main source thing. Adding to this as well, Shout Factory did send out an email to its customers saying that if you've made an order before November 3rd, it will be still fulfilled by the Shout Factory website. Same for pre-orders that come out before the end of December, which means my Devilman Blu-ray. And so all that stuff will still go out, and then eventually everything will be available. And everything's available starting today on Groove. And Groove has free shipping now on like pretty much anything.
I say, I think
So
there's probably better because wasn't the Shell Factory store kind of poo,
yes,
poo
I still
on
haven't
its
gotten my
man?
order yet. My order hasn't even shipped yet from the sale because they got backed up so bad. Um, so, anyways,
Also, maybe the shipping would be better.
maybe so.
I'll never forget the Decker Ranger disaster of 2020, whatever that
Good
release.
God, I mean my 5-man that took a month and a half to get to me as well.
Was that lost or was that Operator that was lost?
5-man was lost, and that's why I didn't do the video on it until Abba Ranger came out.
Yeah.
I also, yeah, you can go find stuff, and the interesting part as well, their prices are a lot lower. When I ordered the Devilman set from Shout, it was $94.99. On Groove, it's $78.99. So that means it's already better value. It's even more better valued than the Cyberpunk set that I'm going to tear into on a Blu-ray video upcoming next week.
Are you mean our dollar percentage?
Yes, in particular, I am going to talk about the Cyberpunk Edge Runners Blu-ray in the context of Aniplex US Blu-ray prices are insane, and these releases aren't worth it.
You should every time when you do a Blu-ray haul and you talk a very expensive Blu-ray, you need to do how much. You need to
What
go. Is this
percentage of
a?
Cyberpunk is it?
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, because like I'm glad I have the show on disc, but honestly, like sometimes you buy an expensive set and it's like, well, it was
do, you,
overpriced, but the
do,
quality's there.
do you look at it? You lose your soul every time you look at it.
I already made peace with the demon inside me that ordered this back when I pre-ordered it. But it's funny. You know how like I kind of expected it to be in like one of those chipboard. This is an aside just for a moment. I expected it to be in a chipboard box, but then I saw that it was going to be clear plastic, and I thought that was fine. I didn't expect to be able to squeeze it, and it like
Oh, is there any dents in it or no?
there's
Any
no
dents in
dents
it?
in it yet, but like there's a lot of wiggle room, and it's kind of like let me get it out of the plastic. I can show you guys a little bit better. Um, it doesn't have like super good friction on it to hold everything in, and the actual it's just like an acrylic sheet. Like it's not even like a full it's not like a fancy box. It's just kind of an acrylic box sort of design. And there's like no bonus
Right,
features on the discs, and
it reminds me of some like slip covers for steelbooks where it's just that cheap like
that's exactly the
plastic.
same material it is. It is the slipcover for a steelbook, but it's for an entire set. And I keep trying to keep the plastic on it because otherwise stuff's just going to fall out of it because it doesn't hold with any kind of friction on it. It's not as high quality as the I've imported some like Bandai Blu-ray sets for like Gundam, And those, like, I spent less on actually than this, and they felt like actually
And that's
more
and that counts for
worthwhile.
the shipping, and that counts for the shipping fees.
Yeah, that includes shipping fees. Like, this is, it's one of those, like, if this was any other publisher, this would be like a $50 set, maybe. Like something like that. We'll see when the Kaiji number 8 season 1 limited edition comes out later this year. I'm gonna like compare the quality between that and the Cyberpunk set because
Yeah.
I'm curious. Anyways, speaking of quality for a price that's actually good, Discotek Media put up their December releases, and I can say I called it. Digimon Movie Collection 2 is a December release.
My very first ever purchase a Mio CD because it's because I didn't
Yes,
want to do because I didn't want to do a Crunchy, and like I heard it has the shipping's like really damn good. Was it?
it
I heard.
is. And it'll ship like they say December 29th. It'll likely ship way before then.
Yeah, so like I
So,
just like I want like it's Digimon. I want to have it now.
yep. Hellfire says I owe Soundout 5 cents and a stick of gum because he predicted the release month. I feel really proud of myself. I felt like I've learned Discotek's tricks a little bit. I mean, they're gonna do a swerve now, and I'll be completely off on the next prediction. But currently, like this is great. Also, people have been wondering when are they gonna do Digimon Tamers now that they got 2 movies coming out, and well, Tamers 25th anniversary is next year. So,
alongside alongside Savers, I hope we get something
oh
for
yeah,
that also.
Savers 20th next year. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Uh, so before we go to the details on the set, so
I mean,
because
we're gonna like surface level details. They said the dubs are uncut now, and
oh
they
yeah, that's
didn't
like uncut, uncut. I'm like, huh?
and I'm like, yeah. So what did you guys do? Because they reposted the same clip they showed from their was
So
it
yeah, yeah,
Otakon panel?
yeah, Joshua, Seth, Ty, Kurt Dorton, Gabumon, and Takao's cousin Brian Donovan. They
Yeah,
said like
and
that.
yet still it's the same audio for all the people that had already reprised their roles back in the 2000s. So I think and the thing is, the interesting part, the With the Will article still didn't admit that they redubbed anything. But Mark said they did more work on this than just. He said, I did more work on this than just being a producer. I'll have more to share when it's closer to release. I think they went and spliced in new voices when they recorded the redubs for the first movie set. And that's why the
See with
Sound Cadence logo's on the back cover.
hmm I mean, also uncut because it's been a while since I watched the Toon Disney dubs of these films. So like, were anything really cut from the
Not that I
re-
know of. I think the only things that were changed was the credits. But then one of the bonus features is the original English credits.
Yeah, like
Correct.
maybe because were there like maybe was there unless I mean I don't think there was any commercial bumpers in those. I think they just
No,
straight
there
run those films.
far as I know, they weren't. It's hard to find like the actual like recordings because there's a lot of
Wasn't
fan versions where they take the Japanese Blu-ray video and then put the English
and
dub audio on it.
wasn't the
Yeah,
Frontiers wasn't the Frontiers dub almost lost? I've really heard apparently the about the Frontiers movie was almost lost. Like apparently it was in like
I don't
part
think it
chunk.
was. I mean, I've
I
had a
heard
copy of it for like the last 20 years.
I heard like something about like apparently the English dub for the Frontier movies half of it was lost until recently. Like well, not recently. Like
Don't
it
think
could have
so.
been.
I've had the entire thing for a long time, so if it was lost and it was just not online, like people should have spoke up and I would have just uploaded it.
Yeah, I think it was like specifically something like that. Like, I mean, there's a reason why they're called the Lost Dubs for a reason.
Yeah,
Like,
because they never had a home video release, but like I have multiple copies of these dubs because for the longest time the only way to watch them was to get people's TV rips. So
yeah, yeah, one thing I just, when they say uncut, and like to me, like when you say uncut in anime terms, I feel like you need to, it's like, it's fully no scenes are cut. But also, I imagine there has to be an option where you can play the Japanese music with the English audio because usually that uncut
because the
dubs are.
thing that's confusing me, right, is everything we know, music and effects track. If you don't have a music and effects track, you can't redub anything, right? So how did they partially redub these movies without a music and effects track, considering nobody has the clean audio of the music?
Yeah, because it's still the Frontiers music in the clips we're
Yeah,
hearing.
unless they
And
developed a new software that lets them do stuff.
maybe.
And they can't say anything because the software developer like hasn't made it public yet. Because like that was the thing. Like Discotek was one of the early people to use AstroRes, and they couldn't say they were using it because AstroRes hadn't gone public yet.
Oh, really? I didn't know about
Yeah,
that.
they were like beta testing it for them and on releases, and then they were like, "We have a new technology. We'll tell you about it later." I'm almost like, is there some new software that like separates music and effects tracks from dialogue tracks when they're previously only one file, because that would be amazing if that's the case.
That means we could get more high quality scores of Data Squad soundtrack and Frontier
Yeah, at the
soundtrack.
very least, it also means we could do more dubbing.
Yeah.
So we shall see. I mean, I'm just kind of waiting and seeing, but I know for sure they're not just using the Toon Disney dubs. We know that for sure. And I think also if they had just found like an archive of like, oh, we found a version 2 of these dubs that were intended for DVD and never happened. Like, I don't think that's the case either, because I think they would have just said that. There's something outside of Toei and Discotek that's holding them off from telling us what they did. So,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
that's true. Mr.
it's like
Tanuki said that. Yeah, Adobe just introduced a new feature to isolate voices from music and tracks, so that's possible. There's some stuff going on.
and
So
my biggest hope there is I'll just play the Japanese music.
it'd be cool.
Essentially if the intros are just gonna be the Japanese intros, then like there should be an option because it'd be kind of weird to hear the Frontiers music with
Yeah, because they've given us
uh
no details on audio options, and I don't know. It's weird. It's very odd for them to be doing this. So
yeah. Last thing I guess on Digimon because I'm currently watching Tamers right now with my partner. We got to I think episode 18 where this Battle Adventure comes in. That's episode after episode 19 you said
yeah,
before.
it's like right after they get their ultimate. It's like they're fighting the Devas, right?
Yeah, because we just got Talmon. We
Yeah.
just got to the
After you get
Talmon level.
Talmon, that's like when you can slot the movie in, because that's like, because after that it starts going into like, oh, we got to do all this, 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 and this, and we got to go to the digital world and all. Like that's where it all starts like cascading, and there's no more gaps. Like,
I would say,
yeah,
I would say because you're rewatching Tamers right now. Like, I think some people kind of misremember some of Tamers because, man, I would say the first like 13-ish episodes are slow.
yes,
They're really slow. And I think that's help we came after Data Squad, which I think Data Squad has some of the best pacing in the franchise.
yep.
But like,
I always say
man,
Data Squad is Tamer's done better.
yeah, no, like as everybody keeps saying, like Tamers is the best series. And like, look, I'm liking when I'm watching Tamers with my partner, but man, those early hurdles were very
I
early
mean, how long
hurdles to
does it
get
take to
through.
get to Growlmon?
Eight
Six,
Funny,
episodes.
8 episodes,
Eight
yes.
episodes.
Which
that's funny you mentioned that.
Geckomon's on watch right now. Let's see if he's gonna beat Gilmon's record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Geckomon's taking forever. Funny enough, I'm also rewatching Frontier instead of Tamers with
Oh,
Wheels
oh, nice.
Nice.
because I don't remember watching much of Frontier.
Blade Raider says odds specifically because Discotek has a history of being transparent. I just hope it's a good reason. I think it is. I mean,
I need to
this
Toei.
company
I want to give it to
given
Toei.
us enough to like trust them. You know, like they've not steered us wrong
No,
before.
definitely. I think it's a factor of it's Toei, but also Digimon's so big. It is like the biggest it has been there ever since now. I think Toei and Bandai are pretty much like watching like a hawk right now. But
Yeah, I think
I,
it's maybe as a combination of Toei, maybe a combination of like software usage, licensing. It may be also that they have waiting on some kind of approval from somebody, right? Like
yeah.
but the release is coming out. Like regardless if they say anything, we'll know more in what. Like, I mean, here's the
Especially
thing. It's supposed to
and
be
when
December 29th, but based on how my media OCD orders have picked up, we may know in like 3.5 weeks.
yeah, sooner than later.
Yeah. We may have this before Thanksgiving. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Definitely.
we need to see what
But
happens, but
it's
it's
definitely
exciting.
interesting. Yeah, no, I can't wait. And I think, and especially if they redub these episodes, I think they're definitely gonna dub X Evolution and the Sabers movie, especially.
I think at
I
this
mean,
point, yeah.
at this point, I mean, one's a 25-minute
I
movie,
think
quite
the
quite.
Saber one's easy too, because the entire cast is just the three main Digimon,
The
that one
girl and
girl and Marcus, which you
Marcus,
can get all of them.
and X Evolution, they're all new versions. You don't need to get any reprising actors
Yeah.
for that one.
Also, adding to that, they should tap Jeff Nimoy on the shoulder and pay his rate and get him to do the Data Squad movie.
Having this voice directed to make actually get that feel
Yeah.
there and such.
All right. Anyways, moving along, we have a brand new Metal Hero announcement, which is Special Rescue Exceed Draft, which is the final of the Rescue Police trilogy. So,
I
yeah,
actually am a fan of the Rescue trilogy.
they're fun. I like how they
I like Soul
progressively
Brain a
get
lot.
more human cast members. Like, right?
There was a Soul Brain game that, if I remember right, got its skin changed into a different game over here. in the States on the NES back in the day.
A C Draft? I'll
No,
definitely
for
check.
Soul Brain,
For Soul
the one
Brain.
Oh,
before.
Soul Brain.
Yeah. I remember that being the case. For everyone keeping track at home, we're missing Spielbahn, Metalder, Jiraiya, Blue SWAT, Juko B Fighter, and B Fighter Kabuto. And then, of course, all the
Those
movies.
last two.
Of course, all the movies.
I wonder how that's gonna happen, right?
I mean,
That
they've
movie's
already
set, like-
done Shiter, and they've done Black RX, so I don't think there should be any issues with doing B Fighter and Spielberg.
Oh, okay.
So they've, yeah, I think the rest of them's going to be good to go. I think, you know, and then the movies are kind of the other thing of like, are we going to get the movies? We'll see, because we don't have any movies yet. RoboCac and Kabutak, not exactly sure if they can even release those because those
Those are the
home
those are
video.
the ones. Those are the ones I was thinking of.
Yeah, because they haven't had any home video releases, and they only have an HD release in China, so I don't know how that's
All
going
right,
to work.
Cass, to answer your question. So the Soul Brain Famicom game was turned into Shatterhand. in
Shatterhand,
America.
yes.
Shatterhand,
It's a
that's
guy. It's
that's
a
awesome.
guy. It's just like some dude, bro, punching
Yeah,
things.
yeah, no, I'm gonna send
but
the
it's
co-
pretty
I'm,
cool.
I'll put the cover in the chat.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at this
Sound out, yeah.
80s
They
cover.
turned Soul Brain into that. It's pretty cool though.
He should team up with Box Art Mega Man.
Yes.
That's
Or,
American Soul Brain for you.
I like how
no,
his hand is shattering and it's got a robot
Yeah.
underneath. That's kind of badass.
No,
There's your
he-
American Soul Brain right
no,
there, folks.
Cass, you know that one game for the Super Nintendo of like and the covers that old farm dude with the guitar?
Yep.
Yes.
It should be that crossover.
Mr. Noogie says Shatterhand just unlocked a childhood memory. Nostalgia has
Yep.
been achieved.
And if you didn't know that it was Soul Brain, now you do.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Project Arms being released on standard definition Blu-ray, which is cool.
Yeah, actually, that show's pretty neat. Body horror martial arts is actually pretty neat.
That sounds badass.
Yeah.
We're also getting City Hunter Complete Collection because the previous two sets that made up City Hunter 2, this is City Hunter 2, by the way. It says complete second series, but it's City Hunter 2, all 63 episodes in one set. It's the same discs as before. They're just reprinted together as one set because the previous sets were out of print, which makes sense. I'm not buying this because I already have the previous two sets and I haven't watched them yet.
I'm still watching the first season. And I'm like still in the beginning.
I like the show, but it is a bit slow.
I
prioritize Cat's Eye for now.
Yeah.
I think for City Hunter for me, I'm probably just gonna stick with the manga they're releasing right now.
I really like the manga, and I really like the manga for Cat's Eye as well.
Really
both of those
enough.
has been fun.
Really enough, the mangas are a lot more affordable and easy accessible for me currently right now
It's
because
true.
I think
That makes sense.
I think the earlier a lot of the early City Hunter stuff is out of print, so like I think at this point I might just read the manga since that's in print right now.
And they're they just got started, so.
Tell the chat how you found something that the Cat's Eye wiki got wrong in the manga.
Yes, I was reading the manga because Jerry and I were talking about this character.
Because I asked you, because I was watching.
Yeah, Jerry was watching the show and he was like, "Oh, there's this character. She's calling herself the Bride of Lupin. I wonder if she's filler or if she was in the manga." And I was like, "I don't know. I'll have to let you know when I get to it." And then the Cat's Eye wiki made it seem like she was filler and she wasn't in the manga.
Yeah.
And then I was reading it, I was like, the Bride of Lupin. I sent the picture to Jerry. I'm like, look, she's in the manga.
I'm like, holy crap, they lied to us. The wiki lied.
I thought Dragon Ball fans don't read the manga.
It's funny. I think the reason why is because Cat's Eye has never been officially released in English before.
Yeah, that's probably
a month ago. So I think that's part of it. But yeah, I read through, I blazed through the back half of the first Cat's Eye omnibus volume. It's so good. It's great. There's like
new anime, basically super fast version of the manga.
It basically like the new anime is very accurate to the Cat's Eye manga. Like it's. Crazy.
I haven't seen much anime. I saw the first episode. I did like it, but I probably will just read the manga and then probably catch up with the anime with my partner. Probably is probably what I'm gonna do then.
Watching the new Cat's Eye anime reminds me of watching Shaman King 2021, where it's like
fast speeds.
It's like if you haven't experienced the story, you probably should read the manga or watch the original anime. But if you have and you want to see like a new updated version that's paced like a lot quicker, like it's great for that. Like if you're an existing Cat's Eye fan, it's really good.
if I remember right, because I told you about the pacing, and then you saw it, you were like, "Yeah, whoa,
Yeah.
this is Shaman King all over again."
It is. And then I started reading the manga, and it was the same thing. Like the new Cat's Eye anime does like 2 or 3 chapters an episode. It's like reverse One Piece. All right, and then that's pretty much it for the December stuff. So that's the December lineup. Exciting, very exciting. For those wondering, I did order Digimon and Exceed Draft, and
Of
I
course.
ordered what was the thing in November? Kikaider 01. I ordered that with them, so I'll throw Kikaider 01 in with a video with Digimon and Exceed Draft.
Boy,
So
did
they'll
that
be all
confuse
together.
me the first time I heard about Kikaider 01. That's the first one. No, it's
No, it's the
not.
second one.
What? Exactly. It's the
And he's
second
the
one. Like,
third
what's
robot that was
01?
built.
I
Oh, I
I
got
was
super confused at first.
yeah, I would say talking back to Tamers just a little bit. I would say because while the first couple episodes are a little bit rough to get through, the dub scripts are really hilarious.
God, the
I would say
humor works so good in the dub for Tamers.
I like some of my favorite ones is after Jerry talked to Kato one episode, Takado goes ask his parents, "Mom, why are girls crazy?"
Yes.
And my favorite running gag or running character in the dub is the teacher voiced by Laura J. Miller because she's so tired and out of it. And my partner tells me, "Yeah, that's actor all female teacher because his mother is a female teacher, is
My mom
a
was a
teacher."
teacher. She loves
Yeah,
the
and like
she loves the teacher in Tamers.
yeah, because she's so real. I love it.
Yes.
When I was a kid, because she was also Kari, I thought it was a grown-up Kari,
A lot of people
Yep.
even
because
though the show makes it explicit, it's not in that same universe. I still was like, no, 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 that's Kari.
I might be misremembering, but didn't a Japanese show a clip of Adventure, the ending of Adventure at the very first
Yes,
episode
they
or
did.
something like that?
It was to
Yeah, yeah.
establish that Tamers was
It's just it was a show.
Adventure was a TV
Yeah,
show within the Tamers universe.
yeah.
And the English dub kind of ignored that when they're marketing. They're like Digimon season 3, and it's like, no, this is
So
a whole new universe.
it's so weird to cut that, but like so obvious that Digimon is it's in the DNA of
Yeah.
the show that Digimon's a franchise in Tamers. Yeah.
Frontier's funny too, from what I haven't seen.
My favorite gag in early Tamers dub is Kalumon exploring the city, and he sees a couple kissing, and he's like, "That's a weird special move. How are you supposed to
I
breathe?"
know the yeah. Yes, I love that one. Yeah.
Oh, it's great. All right, yeah,
Gilmore and Terry might have some funny lines also.
they really do. They really do. All right, toy news time. So, Boss Fight Studios, when they announced their Hellboy, everybody wondered, when are we going to get the trench coat and the other accessories? And people were like, oh, maybe they'll do an extra figure with the trench coat and another figure with Excalibur. But instead, Boss Fight was like, we're going to hook you up. Accessory set. And I was like,
Which
thank
I'm
you.
really glad.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, I'm really
Easy.
glad. I'm glad I don't have to buy another Hellboy for the coat.
Yeah, and it also comes with like a fist version of the right-handed Doom. It's got like his grown out horns. It's got another scowling head, and then it's got the coat. And it's like, here, if you want it, 20 more bucks. It goes on your existing Hellboy.
And
Done,
20, I mean,
easy,
20,
simple.
$20 are probably like a pretty good quality, like wired,
Yeah.
heavy wire trench coat. Like, yeah, I'll take that. No problem.
I expect also there'll be like a set for like, because it's also like Box Full of Evil. That's the story that where he's wearing the trench coat. There'll probably be like a Wild Hunt one that comes with like Excalibur. So
Oh, that'll be so cool. I can't wait. And I still love that. Even with that, like with this DLC pack and the figure, still more affordable than the other
yeah, it's
Hellboy
still cheaper than the
figure.
1,000 Toys one.
Anyways, yep.
All right. Next up at Luca Comic and Toys show or whatever the convention was in Italy, I think. There was a couple reveals. Marvel Legends is doing a new Nimrod. I love Nimrod as a villain for the X-Men. He is a super sentinel from the future. He
Yep.
also has the name Nimrod, which at the time the comic
Yep.
was written, everyone was like, "Oh yes, the character from Greek myth." Not, the fact that
Oh,
became
you
synonymous
Nimrod.
with being
you,
stupid.
you
Yep.
Nimrod.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought as a kid.
So, pretty fantastic. Now we had gotten Nimrod in the modern colors for like the Krakoa
The three
era
pack.
in a
Yeah,
three
for
pack.
the.
This is the classic one with all the pink highlights, and I couldn't be happier because I wanted this so
I'm.
much.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jubilee
I'm
Nimrod
definitely
there,
picking
huh?
this one. I'm picking this one because I love Nimrod. I like
Right,
cool.
Senna?
Like
Yes.
yeah,
It,
I
it
love
does look
Nimrod's
like
design.
you.
Hmm.
I love Nimrod's design because it's like he's a Mega Man character with those big boots and everything like that. I love his design.
And I
Super
love
that.
that
Yeah, that
he's
too.
got a new alternate head that's like very classic, like Romita art style. like
Mhm.
face to him. I'm so very excited. I know we've been yapping about like too much X-Men, but I'm like, no, but if you're gonna give me Nimrod, I'm not gonna complain.
Oh yeah, but it's a character we haven't gotten only one figure before,
Yeah,
so like he feels
it's only his
fresh.
second time around, so it feels it's not like our fifth Wolverine of the year, right?
And
So,
also, and like it makes sense because Nimrod was a big part of '97 with Bastion's story, so
yep.
this makes
And he
sense.
was a
So
big
Yes,
part of the
so
Nimrod
92 cartoon.
was in the cartoon, yes, because
Yes.
yep.
Bishop
Well,
was
because yeah,
around fighting him.
that ties into '97 and all that stuff.
They
Yeah.
Yeah,
used
that was
him for their
answered
Days of Future
for the
Past
chat.
stuff, which was interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the chat we
Like,
got. Yeah.
I do hope we get a new Phantom X because I really like Phantom X. So like, hopefully,
I
he
need
gets a
a
new
new one,
figure.
but I need Hasbro to develop soft goods
Co-
coats first.
I know, right? Not that
I
horrible
can't
plastic
take
coat.
another plastic coat. It will
I
hurt
don't
me.
want that old Fury coat they've been using since 2008. I
Yeah. I
think.
mean, they gave Gambit a new one for X-Men 97, and that one's better, but still
Yeah.
has the same traffic coning problems. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Kaiju 54 says now they're going to release 3 more Nimrods because you said something. And you think that's a bad thing?
Well, isn't the
Bros had
Nimrod's
3 toys since he debuted like 40 years ago. We could use more
Nim
Nimrods.
I mean, you can probably
That's true.
you can pretend Nimrod's an army builder because that's only one Nimrod technically, but you
Yeah,
can have more.
you
Was
could
there
have
ever a
more.
story
Oh boy,
was
can
there
you
ever a story
imagine
in
more?
X Men where there's more Nimrods? I feel like there was.
There had to have been at least at some
Well,
point.
I know the movie kind of, sort of, kind of.
Yeah,
That
that's true. Beast did have a lab coat that was soft. We need to do that more. Hellfire
That's
says,
just
"Can
like a,
Hasbro just do accessory packs?" That actually we do have an answer on that. Corporate won't let them.
yeah, I'm not surprised
oh really?
Yeah,
because I think because Hatch was like like even though they're so like collector focused now, they're still in that like old like toy man like
I think
we
it's the
still sell.
designers and the marketing people are in the collector focus, but the corporate executives are like, "But the children."
Yeah, because these are still to like 4+, even
Yeah,
like it's still like it's just kind of baffling because they'll say the children, but yet like Hasbro been failing the children for all these
constantly.
years now,
Yeah.
constantly because they've been focusing only on the collector market these days.
Fun
So
fact
like,
though, the Marvel Legends Daredevil Born Again figure 4+, the Punisher 14+.
he didn't have gun. I find the fact he has no guns.
He does come with a gun. He has a pistol.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's another figure though that has Phantom Rider has realistic guns, still 4+ though.
Max and Deadpool was 14+. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. All right, and then the other reveal we got, which is if you missed Mark III Iron Man from the MCU, he's coming back around as part of the A-list program, or they called it the A-list program. It's actually the A-level program. A-level Iron Man. These they do 2 figures a year that are like meant to be evergreen, and by evergreen they mean shelf forming like crazy.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Um,
That's
Oh, like that
right.
Spider-Man I saw.
Yep.
yeah,
Any of these Marvel Studios blue packaging or stock warmers pretty much. Speaking of because they released today they released the cable released the MVC cable and the retro card kingpin.
yeah,
I'm waiting for that Danos and Psylocke 2-pack restock.
yeah.
So
That's supposedly an extra. That's also stuck under Target's purview.
yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. All right, and then for Transformers, we got a 3-pack of Optimus that shows the design process from gray prototype to plastic color to fully painted. Except this doesn't represent the design process of Transformers because no Transformer is painted like that.
Yep. Like cell shade like it really should just come with the retail devastation prime to be realistic.
Yeah, it's like I like the concept behind this, except it's just a completely unrealistic view of how Transformers are made. Because ultimately, what the retail version of this figure looks like is the second one, where it's the plastic color, except they painted in the eyes and the silver and like the little tiny details that slap Not About logo on
Yep.
it. Like, it doesn't have as much paint as this. Like, I kind of like the gray prototype to plastic color to painted, but yet it's just completely non-reflective of modern Transformers, so it kind of feels like a waste.
I think my problem with the stream pack is one, like, you say it's the what's the point of opening these up? This is meant like there's no real point to open these up because they're meant to be displayed like
Yeah. It's meant to be
and
displayed in kind of its like stages thing.
yeah, and also like
But
I
again,
don't know,
no
like
Transformer is painted like the fully painted one.
yeah, and also like to me like this is a cool idea to show like the process of making a toy, but also like you could just release an art book.
I know. I long for an art book. I really do.
Like art book of not just the art, but also like the stages of like
Design.
prototype state, prototype, and then
I was throwing packaging
all
out.
that.
I was throwing packaging out this weekend, and I looked at the
Okay, I
X.
meant same thing.
Yeah,
Speaking of that, I hate why does Hasbro use the sharpest cardboard ever?
I don't know. Talk to
No,
my
because I
fingers.
was yeah, because I'm not sure you do the same thing, but I flatten my boxes
Yes.
so it can be easier to and like every time I open a Hasbro one, I always get cut. Like, why
Yep.
did he use the sharpest cardboard?
But it's 4+.
God.
Yeah. No, it's but I was going through boxes and it was funny because I looked at the X-Men 97 2-packs and I was like, "Ooh, I like the artwork." And then I remembered, "Oh right, I have the X-Men 97 art book." Throw. I just threw them all out because they're just using the art
Yeah.
it's the
Yes.
pieces that like the key art from the art book. I was like, "Oh, I got to get this an art book." Out. Like that was it.
I you guys continue. I got I think my Digimon finally came in. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay, I'll answer this question from Extreme Cube. It says, "Hey all, I've been meaning to get into Tokyo Blu-rays, but haven't been able to invest too much due to money issues. Just to be sure, what are the chances of any of the Mill Creek Discotek releases going out of print?" There's a high chance of all of them going out of print. Mill Creek seems to be keeping their stuff in print a lot more because they sell to a wider audience and they printed a ton of copies. Um, but Discotek stuff does go out of print more frequently because they are a smaller company. Like Just Beyond has gone out of print, which is unfortunate. I think everything else is in print at the moment. But what I would do is look at the release dates and I would get the oldest stuff as soon as you can and start working forward because the oldest stuff is going to be the stuff that's going to go out of print first, and then the newer stuff is going to be, sticking around longer. So basically, if you start the older stuff and you work your way forward, you're going to be able to kind of like catch up that way. I think that's like the best way to do it. But I would, try to get the Discodex stuff when you can because their stuff will go out of print more
To
frequently
add to
than the
that,
Mill Creek. Yes.
same thing for the anime because there's already anime that went out
Yes.
of print that I'm kicking myself for not getting.
And sometimes it's like it's because they're not selling anymore and they're not printing any more copies, or sometimes it's like the contract expired or
Yes,
license got
The
pulled.
J9
Yeah.
the J9, and if you guys don't know, there was a robot trilogy called J9. All of those are just pulled. They're not even out of print because they stopped. They just can't. They lost
Yeah.
the license. And I'm
Uh,
like, dang.
and also, yeah, Peacemaker is trying to track out of print status for Discotek, but it's not 100%. List is pinned in the Discord. Discotek, yeah. If you're in our Discord server, we got a great list that Peacemaker keeps up to date, which I really appreciate because it is helpful to know like what's in print and out of print. Maybe it seems to be out of print. Maybe it'll come back around because Mill Creek's also rebranding, and so some of the stuff may just pop back up again with like the new logos. So we shall see. Yeah, I'm gonna go check with Mill Creek stuff. If you're looking for Mill Creek stuff, I always say try Deep Discount because Deep Discount is owned by the same company that owns Mill Creek. So like sometimes they get stock a little bit short. Yeah, it looks like maybe it is not in stock there. They only got the figure art.
I'm back. Am I saying anything?
No, we were just discussing out of print Blu-rays and advice on how to collect them. So let's get to the next piece of news, which is Lego Ideas talked about their review process, and they announced a bunch of new sets, which I wasn't planning to play that with audio. They didn't post images of these, so I'm going to skim through this video.
No, no, I mean, because there's nothing to show, just who won the contests.
Yes. So for those that are unaware, because we've literally never talked about it before on these streams,
yeah,
Hey, I don't think we did.
Lego Ideas is a project where people can submit their ideas for Lego sets to be made, and if they get 10,000 supporters, they'll go to a review board. And then if the review board can approve it, called "We talked to legal and legal said we can," then they'll end up taking the design, making a actual like full mass-produced manufactured version of it,
that's
and then selling it at stores.
that's how we got the Voltron, the first Lego Sonic Green Hill set and stuff like that. Also, also I want to say I got my Tribe collection set, and I opened it from the frame shop. It's already the corner of the case is already broken.
Dang.
It already
Did you get
fell
it from
apart.
Amazon or Shout?
Amazon.
Okay. Try maybe do a return and replace.
I don't need. It's just a corner.
Yeah, I've done that with Amazon sometimes. They'll like somebody will come in. I'll be like, let's try again, and I'll ask for a new copy. The new copy comes in. I weigh the two I got. I'm like, okay, this one's worse, and I send that one back.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like it's only a corner that fell off, and
Yeah,
like I'm just gonna. It's like I don't care. If it was like everything's broken, and then yes, but like it's
it's just the
the
corner. It's
disc.
fine.
Yeah, it's just like in the disc are fine. Oh, also I got the shiny sticker.
Yay! All right. So the Lego idea sets that were approved this round broke some headlines because the first one is a Lego Megazord for Power Rangers. Yes, this was the same day as the Super Sentai news, which was ironic.
And also,
Yeah.
do note for people expectation. The usually when the Lego idea sets come out, they are different from the final version
Yes.
because these are proof of concepts. The Lego
They're
ideas,
proof
though.
of
So
concepts. They have to be actually like put into a mass manufacturing, into a price point, into like, and sometimes they end up becoming better. Like here, we just see the Ranger helmets are like designs printed on a standard
printed, they're on
minifigure
the.
head.
Yeah, so I imagine if they were to do Ranger minifigures with the set, they might be using one of their generic helmet molds
Yeah.
on the instead, which
Or
probably
they
will
might get
definitely better.
newly printed helmets depending on how the budget works out. Like,
Lego Ideas. So Lego Ideas says how they work is no new molds. It all has to be all existing Lego molds. So for this, it would be any existing Lego mold currently. They cannot make any new molds for these Lego Ideas sets. If this was a proper
well,
theme,
how did the Sonic work then?
Lego Dimensions.
Oh, I forgot Lego Dimensions was a thing.
So yeah, the Lego Sonic was from Lego the head mold was already
Oh, is that
made
why he
during
doesn't look
the
as good as all the other minifigures?
yeah yeah because
Okay.
the head mold was already made back during Lego Dimensions. So
Kyle
that's
says
why
no new
he.
molds unless you're Sesame Street.
I thought was Sesame Street ideas? Let me double check. I want to make
Yeah,
sure.
like double check that because I'm curious. Because I think that like I personally wouldn't like them to be helmets. I'd prefer this style. I think this looks better
You
than
you
generic
you like
helmets.
what? Do you prefer the helmet being printed on the Lego head? Do you prefer on like
I prefer it on a
existing
Lego head
helmet?
because I think if it's on an existing helmet, it'll look really, really off. I think this is
Yeah,
the
because
way to
I
do
don't
it.
think I don't think there's any Lego helmet currently that has a
Spider-S
generic
Prime
like.
also mentioned Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yeah, it is a Lego idea. So that's interesting. I guess that's like the exception.
So there's a
The
chance.
yeah.
Unlikely, but there's a chance. So yeah, we'll see how this turns out in final. Um, this set did also have the design to be split into the multiple parts, which I think they'll do because they've been doing Lego Transformers. So that,
And also the Voltron and the Voltron
yeah,
was separable, and there's a bunch of Ninjago mechs they can separate. So I think they will.
yep. I think this Dia de Muertos La Catrina looks like really, really cool. It also looks like Brooke's ideal wife. So
Love I always love when randomly your inner Hispanic comes out like that.
my me knowing how to pronounce Spanish comes out.
No, it's just you never speak Spanish
I don't,
usually.
because the thing is, I don't like what is my classic phrase. I don't know how to speak Spanish, but I know more Spanish than Batman. I
I
also,
barely talk Spanish to you, right?
yeah, no,
Well,
it's
and then plus on top of that, I speak Rican Spanish, so like,
yeah. And
That
also,
that
I don't, I know words, I know phrases, I know the
oh that's me.
phonetics, but
That's me
I don't know the language enough to speak it.
that's me with Vietnamese.
Yeah,
No, it's just one of those like
especially
sad
north and south.
I sad out like
yeah.
if anyone sad out, you're like the if anyone meets you, a lot of people might confuse you for a white guy
Oh,
first
totally.
time
Yeah,
meeting
no.
I
I
you.
mean,
mean, I mean, I did.
don't forget there is the German blood in here. Yeah, the Shichinuki knows what I'm talking about. The scene with I was watching the Batman for Halloween like I always do, and it's just the scene where the Penguin, they're like,
Oh
like
yes.
Gordon and Bruce are just like, or Gordon and Batman are just like rolled up on Penguin, and they're like, "Are you El Rata Alada? What is this? No habla inglés? It's the worst freaking Spanish I ever heard."
I love that.
Am
Which
I the only one
people
around here that knows the difference between El and La? It's La Rata. World's
people
greatest detective. He just ragging on him. It's so funny.
people who say that the Batman has no humor totally
Apparently,
forgets
haven't
about that
seen that
scene.
scene. That scene
Well, that's
also, like, it's so funny. And then it's like later on they leave Penguin behind and he's just like waddling because they got these
yeah.
tied up.
Also, man, oh, that's interesting. I just the inner sleeve of the Try Complete set actually lists
Mm.
all the actors, all the
Yes,
English dub actors on there. I
they
didn't
did that.
notice
They did
that.
that for the singles as well, which was really
Oh,
weird.
that's cool.
Um. Anyways, where are we
Oh,
going next?
oh wow! Actually, now I take the sleeve out. Well, this case is actually a lot more busted than I thought it was.
Maybe you do want
The
a
back,
replacement.
it's Try. I don't feel like replacing it. I just got it for completion's sakes.
True. All right, Smurf Village. Okay, moving on. Ramen bowl.
Ramen bowl.
And then I keep forgetting about this one because it's my sleep paralysis demon. E.T. There's something about E.T. that just don't look right. I don't know what it
Yeah, I
is.
Wait,
mean,
in general or the set?
No, I mean, kind of in general, but like this set, like, something's lost here. I just can't tell what it is.
lost the translation.
Yeah.
It's like, I
Um,
mean, you ever seen the brick built Chewbacca set?
yes. I
Ugh.
there was also didn't he show up in the Rebuild the Galaxy special?
Yes, yes.
He was great. Um, and then the set that got me to like wake my mom up. Um,
The Homer part scene.
This one was pulled. This one, they said it was from the parking lot, which is an idea that already had gotten through like the supporter count, but they needed longer time to approve. And it's Downton Abbey. Now, the fun part about Downton Abbey is that Highclere Castle is a real place, and I think they had to get permission from Highclere Castle, which is probably why this was sitting in parking lot for a while, because it's like it's one thing to license Downton Abbey, it's another thing to license an actual building. Also,
Yeah,
Highclere Castle could always use money, so I'm sure they said yes, but
isn't
here's our price.
isn't the fire Ghostbuster Firehouse an actual real building?
It
I
is,
forget.
yes.
So I imagine that's similar there also.
It's similar there. Like, I think you got to talk to the building owners. That being said, like legitimately, this set looks like everything we wanted the X Mansion to be.
Yeah, but also cost a lot more.
It's I have a weird feel like it's going to be released under the architecture line as well, and it's like it's going to be like an architecture set that happens to come with the whole
Yep,
cast of the show.
and the play set.
Yeah, it's like the only artistic like it's going to be like an architecture set, but like I gotta give credit to the designers. I don't know if this is like a common thing, and I just never noticed, but they got the dresses to sit down. Like they have sitting versions of for the dress, like instead of the dress mold, like the
Oh
usual
yeah,
brick.
it's brick build. Yeah, they've done that several times in some sets, but it's always funny when they do it.
It's great. It's like the first time I've like take cognizant note of it. The other thing I find that's awesome is the fact that it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 minifigures.
That's more than your average Marvel set.
And that's just the main cast. They could add
Now,
more,
now
but if they
that's
take
more
any
than
away, there's going to be rooms that are useless. So they have to
that's
include those 15.
that's more than the new
Yeah.
Arkham set.
That's what I wish the X-Mansion had, was like 15 figures, because we're so sparse on X-Men.
Oh, you want to talk about that? The Arkham set? It's like there's barely like they still had to make a mini fake Clayface still.
Yes, which is so bizarre because he's like on a fake poster that's on Letterboxd, which is really funny.
and, and
Yeah,
and he was the first boss of Lego Batman 1.
yep. Anyways, this is like, it's funny, the Power Ranger set, I'm like, okay. This, I'm like, this looks like fun to build.
Bart, I don't need to alarm you, but down in Abbey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also adding to this, there is some others going into parking lot status, which is Daft Punk concert, which I think is really, really cool looking. An Old Man in the Sea set based on the book, and the Golden Girls. Which I
Got the
I think I'd get the
Did you
Golden Girls
say
just for the minifigures.
thank you for being a friend?
Thank you for being a
Because
friend.
I'm getting that.
I would too, yes. I
got the
would
Golden
totally buy
Girl.
that.
There's a funny story about that where Wheels wanted me to be a guest on a podcast once, and I said, "Can I watch Golden Girls?" And he goes, "Well, what do you mean?" I'm like, "Can I watch Golden Girls?" Well,
How long is Golden Girls again? Isn't it also super
I
long?
don't remember how many. It was. It had. Yeah, it went
It was
on
a
for
while.
like
Because
80
would
and
that be
ended in the
another
90s.
would that
Yeah.
be like a Murder She Wrote box set size
I would
scenario?
love a Murder She Wrote Lego set.
No, I'm talking about Golden Girl, like a Golden Girls like Blu-ray set,
Oh,
like
Golden
Blu-ray
Girls
set.
Blu-ray set. Let's
Golden
see.
Girls
Considering
Would
it
that be?
set.
ran 177 episodes, it'd
Yeah,
probably be about
80.
half the size of Murder She Wrote because the episodes aren't an hour long; they're half-hour ones.
Okay, but
Yeah.
like Golden Girls was
So,
that other.
anyways, to end the story,
Yes.
it's to answer Wheels' question. I just turned up the TV, and he could hear "Thank you for being a friend." I was like, well, Jerry made his choice.
My favorite part about this set is the fact it's the set of the show because it's got the studio
It's
lighting.
like
Yep.
it's like I think the Seinfeld set did the same thing. I think.
Yeah, I love that. I love and I actually like this show. So like I love the studio lighting. That's what makes me want the set because it's a literal it's a TV set.
That it reminds me of the old
Oh,
Lego
imagine they did a
Studio.
Fresh Prince set like that.
I
Cool.
want if they do that. I want to play a feature where you have Uncle Phil throw you out.
Yeah, throw jazz. Yeah, like yeah.
Yes. And also a building option for it to be empty.
Yes, you get this on plate. Yeah, this on plate. Like one of his plates, you can easily just remove it
Yes.
easily. Where the video games
All right. Then we got the surprising news that Marvel Lego sets are affordable.
for once.
I
in the da-
like, just for context, I'm used to $85 XJet, and I'm
oh, hey,
seeing this, and I'm like,
you want to get scared? Go look at the Star Wars tab.
I don't want to look at the Star Wars tab. So we got the Epic Battle Spider-Man versus Sandman, which is a
So
Spider-Man
these
3
are
set.
Yeah, so these are new. These are new. They've been doing these diorama sets, but now they have a proper name called the Epic Battle Scenes, where they
Yes.
take it. They're on these like big black bases and have a specific scene you're playing out. So yeah,
But
we have
25 bucks for a 200-piece set that gets you the final battle from Spider-Man 3, that's actually
yeah,
pretty great.
yeah. I'm not a fan of the Sandman anything because I feel like it's like where's his hair? But like
Yeah.
overall really good. Also Harry, I guess Harry got killed already because he's not here.
Yeah. The Hulkbuster versus Hulk for 50 is also not too bad. That's 413 pieces. So,
Too bad. I'm not sure if I used to own the original Age of Ultron Hulkbuster set, and my dad used a lot of Hero Factory pieces, but like
yeah.
this one's okay. Not my favorite, but it's still fine.
Then we got $10 Ghost Rider motorcycle with a random Spider-Man.
They love doing. I mean, they've been. This is a series now.
It is. They how many I own several Spider-Mans, and I've never bought, like, I think I've only ever bought one Spider-Man set, and it was the throw the Gwen Stacy off the bridge. Um
Oh, the Web Warriors. Oh, that was a great
yeah,
set.
that was a cool set. I
Yeah,
got it
but
at Target for, like, I think, like, 60% off. It was in clearance, and I was
oh,
like, "You
that
know
was
what? I'm
nice.
gonna grab that," and I
That's a
love that set.
yeah. That's a you got that for a deal because that set goes for a lot now.
Yeah, I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, it's got all these figures. This is really cool.
Yeah,
I
it's like
want
yeah,
this."
Star yeah, it's Ultimate Spider Woman, Ben Riley. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
and
because
I
they
and
did
what I
a
did was I took the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider Spider-Man versus Hobgoblin set and integrated it into the bridge.
yeah, because
So,
yeah, first they did
yeah.
the first they did yeah, was it Pacific Danny for the very first
Uh,
Ghost Rider
it
set?
it was specific enough to Danny because the way the bike was built, but more importantly, the fact it was him and Spider-Man versus Hobgoblin. That's a thing that happened in the Ghost Rider and Spider-Man comics in the 90s. So it has to
Okay.
be Danny because of story significance.
And then there was the Robbie Reyes set,
Yes.
which I think
Which
that was
also
Robbie's
came with
first.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, which I think that was the very first Robbie's thing merchandise.
It
I
was his
want
first
if he
ever
was.
merch. The only other thing he got was a Funko Pop and a Hot Wheels car.
Yep, and then there was the Mech Rider set, which was that Pacific
The
Johnny
Mech Rider
Blaze.
set, I looked at that minifig as that's Johnny because it had, like, the old school bike too, because, like, the bike for the mech was, like, old school, and it had,
Mhm.
like, the Johnny vibes. And then there's this one, which is a complete amalgam of Johnny and Danny.
What was the fusion name you told me? Jonathan Blick.
Yes. Because, like, I don't really I was like, it's like they just merged them again. It's got the spikes and the chains, so it's Danny, but then it's got the jacket of Johnny, so I'm like, it's amalgam man again.
And the bike's like generic like motorcycle bike.
Yeah, the bike. I think the bike is more. It's more Johnny than Danny because it's got, like, the skull thing, which is like it. But that's,
Mhm.
I don't know. The skull thing gives me vengeance vibes.
I also like in this in the main photo, it looks like Spider-Man just got to trip up,
Yeah, he's
his
just like
back.
he's put the spike strip out. Um, I also is that I don't know if that's, again, I don't collect Spider-Man Lego, but he's got printing on the arms. I haven't seen that before.
Oh, that's been a thing since the Daily Bugle set.
Okay, well, cool. I guess I'll have a Spider-Man with arm printing now because I'm getting the Ghost Rider. Adding to this, we got Spider-Man car versus Venomized Wolverine.
They've been doing these car sets since like 2
Why
years
is the
ago.
car themed to the No Way Home, like, upgrade suit,
Yeah, but it's comic Spider.
but
Yeah,
it's
I
comic
don't
Spidey?
know.
I don't
I don't
totally
get
get
it.
it.
I'm tired. I'm so tired of these Venom. They've been doing all these Venomized hero
There's
figures
another one
for.
over here in the Daily Bugle.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I think that has to be like a Marvel. I imagine it's like a Marvel toy branding because like
They're doing a lot of Venom stuff again. They always do Venom stuff though.
they always do it. Like there's so many Spider-Man villains they don't get to have done.
That being said, I'm buying it because it comes with Wolverine.
Yeah, no, it's always my pet peeve every time I see a symbiotic blank because they always have the stupid spider logo. Like that's not how that works.
I know. But then we got Collector Edition Iron Man Mark III, which at least comes with a
Well,
minifigure this time.
yeah, Actually, really nice
Yay.
statue. It's like an expensive statue, but it's a statue. It actually looks
And
nice.
then
It's better than just
Spider-Man versus
uh,
Mysterio, the Daily Bugle, which is $100, comes with Rhino, mech suit Rhino.
Our very first Rhino minifig that isn't Spidey's Amazing Friends.
Yeah, so it's cool. It's like classic comic Rhino, but then it's got the mech suit from the Ultimate Universe. Like it's at
Mhm.
once. You got Spider-Gwen, you get Mysterio, Spider-Man,
The
Peter
Mysterio,
Parker, and Miles Morales, J. Jonah Jameson, and a Venomized Captain America.
the Mysterio has a cool skull face print, which is really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is part of they did this
because they
last.
did.
It started
There's an
this.
Oscorp here.
Yeah, so because these are kind of like a lot of people calling the Spider-Man street sets because they started with the Into the Across the Spider-Verse set with
And
the
then also
Bogea
Peter
with
Parker's apartment here.
apartment. Yeah, the apartment. They're
Yeah,
all meant to connect to each other. Like they're like a small
it's
mini
like it's like
modular.
yeah, mini modular. Yeah,
Yeah, which is actually I actually think that's a really good. I think it's some of the best
yeah.
Lego Marvel stuff we've gotten is these little mini modulars because it's nice small play
I will
sets
say
and
the
stuff like that.
Oscorp one being $40 more, but only having like 20 more pieces, I don't exactly get. Like that's a sign that
Yeah,
they are trying to fix the prices because I don't see why the Oscorp set's 140 when the Daily Bugle set's 100. They look
no,
about the same to me.
yeah. I would say I do fight that the Oscorp set comes with Ultimate Chloe New Universe Ultimate Green Goblin,
Yes,
even though it's Norman.
and also
It
the
has
fact that the new Ultimate Universe is already dead.
yeah, and also the fact that this is totally just not Topher Grace Venom in the set. So
Yeah. MJ Klein says
not
there's a
Topher.
Venom Wolverine. Why is there no Marvel Legends figure that? Because there's not a Venom Wolverine. Lego just came up with that one day.
It just no Web of Shadows.
Oh, I
Venom
forgot about
Wolverine,
Web of Shadows.
but that game is so good.
I know. All right, that was that all the toy news?
Ultimate Godzillas and the
Oh,
figure arts.
yeah, sorry, Bandai. This will be quick. I was just remembering because the Bandai site likes to lag, so I was like, I gotta open those separate from the Lego site. Short version on Lego. My mom's gonna have that down happy set, that's for sure.
It's gonna be expensive.
It's gonna be our first non-Animal Crossing set to get. But no,
What was your reaction to Animal Crossing Switch 2 edition?
okay, so I got the funniest story about that. So my mom has been playing Animal Crossing New Horizons since release, right?
20 during the dark days.
Yes. During the ages where I had to get a Switch Lite from a GameStop that wasn't allowed to open its door, but I was able to do a pickup order, and they had to they told me to back up from the door. They opened the door, slid the Switch Lite out.
It's like it sounds like a
It was
drug
like a
deal.
drug deal. It was legitimately like a drug deal. I had to show them my confirmation email through the window, and then they told me to back up 6 feet, and then they'll shove it out to me, and they just cracked the door and threw it out, and then they're like,
What you
"Have a
hey,
nice
what you
day."
what? What's the secret code? Tom Nook.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. But anyways, Mom's been playing the game, and she's put like over 7,000 hours into that game. Okay, like she has played it a lot. It's the only game she plays. She has been trying to get every single recipe and every single item in that game.
Oh wow, really?
And so the thing was, I woke up, I woke her up, and I was like, "There's a new Animal Crossing update. They're doing new stuff. They're adding new things. It's like all a huge thing. They're doing Switch 2 upgrades." And she's like, "Wouldn't you believe it? I got the last recipe this morning." She 100%ed
Convenient.
the game, which then triggered Nintendo to activate and go, "Oh, gotta give her new
Signal.
stuff to do."
The signal activated.
Legitimately.
That must
Legitimately,
have
it
been
was like immediate, she finished it, and then like 3 hours later that video went up.
Oh, that's perfect. I love it.
I was
uh,
like, I cannot believe the timing on that. Yeah, she spent like the last 6 months trying to get blue roses to grow and then clone them. And then she just needed this one recipe. It showed up on the beach just randomly in a bottle, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm done." And then Nintendo's like, "No, you aren't."
that sounds like me trying to complete the field guide in Time Changer. Like, I need to plan out the digi routes. I need to get this Digimon from
Mm-hmm.
this location. Grind.
I saw something about that
It's
field
that
guide where
website.
somebody said you can use one Digimon for a good chunk of it, technically.
Yeah, because I was the good old branch paths.
Yep.
Grindosar. Are you using Grindosar?
Yeah, that site's great. That
That's
helped me a
amazing.
lot.
Yeah, Wheel's been using that one too.
Yep, I've been using them since the Cyber Sleuth days. All right, let's finish up the toy news with Kamen Rider Xide Muteki Gamer Heisei Generations. It's Xide, or Xide with an X. Gotta love auto
X9,
translation.
X9,
Anyways, if
X9,
you want your
X9.
Muteki T official figure arts release, it's a P Bandai release.
Was this one of those only display only figures for such a long time, or was this
They
released
released it
before?
already. This is a second
Okay,
edition. And this
okay, I
time
think
it comes with the sword, which I don't think it had previously, and then now it comes with the little like standee for the attack.
for the that's actually cool.
And
That's
it
actually
is
cool.
on
They
P
come with
Bandai US for the low price of loading, loading,
Loading.
loading, $110.
not too horrible
Not too
compared to
horrible.
others, at least.
Does it come with a lot of accessories?
Was it? It comes with big accessories at the very
It's
least.
got the crazy like
Oh,
Sailor Moon
Kyle's at the
hair.
head. Kyle's at the head is slightly remolded.
Cool. I imagine it's more accurate
Was
now.
it? Was it Genius that's suing Limbo Land, right?
It's I don't remember Ghost Mugen. It's Mugen Damashi
Mugen.
that's in the limbo still. Oh, and Genius as well. I thought Genius
Yep.
came out, but I realized now it did. So, did it?
Vanquish, is there any comics that don't have figure arts yet?
Plenty,
Yeah.
dozens. Genius did come out. Okay, so it's just Mugen and Geats 9, and then of course everybody after Geats.
I'm surprised Kisai's not out yet because that's like the big poster
Yeah.
boy for him.
Like they did Fantasy Nago first. So, anyways, SH Figure Arts Cynthia Rebo is
Ultimate
a
Ultimate
thing.
Revi so apparently.
Oh yeah, Ultimate. That has to be a 2-pack too. Anyways, Elphaba. We have a figure art of Cynthia Revo before we have a figure art of Nico Robin. I was trying to
Both
think
are
of a
queen.
relevant example. Anyways,
Both are queens, all right?
yes. So the cool part here is that I think the actual like face printing is really well done on this. All things considered, I think the fact it's a heavy makeup roll is kind of working. The plastic skirt though, not
Traffic
digging it.
cone. Traffic
She
cone.
comes with 2 though. She comes with 1 for flying on the broom and 1 for standing. She also comes with the Grimoire, which is pretty cool. The hat also is removable. That being said, I don't think I'm gonna get it. Hellfire says, "Who is this for?" Probably someone like me, the crossover between musicals and figure arts collector. But I'm also like, I don't know if I need to get it.
The Venn diagram, the little pie chart.
Yeah,
Uh,
You are like the tiniest sliver in that chart.
it
exactly.
probably. I mean, it probably go on sale pretty fast. A lot of these movie figure arts don't
That's
do
what I was
the
kind of thinking. Because like,
best.
if she's like $50, I'd buy her.
Yeah, these
You
movie
know.
figure arts go discount very fast. I know this.
Veloquent says, "Did they do Ariana as well?" Yes, they did. Here's Glinda. Glinda costs more because she's got the big old dress going on.
Traffic cone.
Traffic cone. It's funny though because the I think the likeness isn't as good on her as it is on
Yeah,
Cynthia.
she looks very Barbie doll looking.
Yes.
Really does.
It's interesting. So there's figure DLC by technicality because this photo shows her holding the Grimoire, but that actually comes with Elphaba. So it's one of those things. I do find it funny too. There's this photo of Elphaba posed without the cape on her shoulders because with the cape on her shoulders, her arms ain't moving anywhere.
Yeah.
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 So I think I'm hoping. I mean, her weird ass shoulders aren't changing. I am hoping that the Ariana face looks better on the final product, right? Like sometimes it
Yeah.
does. Like Figure Arts Indiana Jones. Promo images made him look really awful, but in hand, I swear someone shrunk Harrison Ford and put him on my shelf.
I'm really curious what
Um,
the figure arts Superman will look in because those do not look like David Cornslet at all.
there was another actor it looked like Christopher McDonald. It looked like Christopher
Yeah,
McDonald.
Christopher Donald.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
I see
yeah.
if I find it. You know, stylized the blocky small kits looks like the most like Christopher.
Can
Looks
Blockies do
more
Wicked?
like.
I want to see them take a swing at that.
I know. Yeah.
Anyways, we'll see that she's a lot more expensive as well. Yeah,
Where's
I'm the
that?
overlap. I'm on the overlap in the Venn diagram for this, and yet I'm not proving either.
Is there a floating Gundam PNG somewhere in these photo galleries?
I'd hope so. Um,
I
Veloquid
love
says
you.
Santa has to buy these because he'll be the only person to review them all on YouTube. I mean, that's probably true. Figure Arts Fan of the Opera would be tempting. I agree if it's Lon Chaney. But anyways,
Was there ever figure arts Universe of Monsters ever?
no, they've not done anything close. Which is a shame because I
Would you?
think they could do.
Well, I mean, I imagine you'll be the first in line for
Oh,
those if
first
they
in
ever make
line
them.
for sure. I was gonna say the Wicked dolls that Mattel are putting out are so damn nice, and they cost so much less than these.
I wonder why they got the major license in K-pop TV Hunters.
Yeah. Like the thing is, we ordered there's Mattel Creations put up this special set of Alphaba and Glinda from the new movie, and it was like a Mattel Creations exclusive, and they're on a stand that's a music box, and they're deluxe dolls with
that
like extra outfit detailing and stuff, and they stand on the stand, and the stand rotates them around in a circle while it's playing For Good in a music box fashion.
that's cool. That's
It's
actually really cool.
incredible, and it
You know,
cost $100 less than the Tron Haslab.
you speaking
Yeah.
of speaking of Mattel and their dolls, you ever do you ever saw like videos or photos of their I think it was like 2016 line of Barbie dolls where there's like a
Yes.
spy theme. Did your mom ever pick those up? Because I love because I
She
love
didn't, 'cause she usually goes for the collector dolls.
okay because
Yeah.
those are fun because you literally have like Roadhouse kicking Barbies and like cartwheels
Yes.
spinning Barbie. That's amazing. I kind of love learning about those.
AR said, "Watch that for the first time in October, so good, and I kinda want some figures." I kinda want some Wicked figures to just be like action figures. Because the dolls are nice, but, like, I would like 6-inch size. I mean, that's kinda what these are, I just wish they were not as expensive and could actually pose better.
Yeah,
Um
have you and your mom ever watched Barbie in the Dream House on Netflix?
No. I've shown her
You
the clip
should.
compilations of the out of context moments, like when Barbie
You
hits Ken with
should.
a frying pan.
You should watch that. That show's actually really funny and smart.
It is. I've heard a lot of that. Um, Peacemaker says, does does Cheaper Than a Tron Haslab need to be a bit because it reminds me of a Fire Emblem
You
Heroes
wanna
Twitter account?
hire-
Yeah,
yeah.
Cheaper Than a Tron Haslab is my toy example. Cheaper Than the Cyberpunk Blu-ray is my
Fuck.
Blu-ray example. Like
Yes.
going forward, I need a comic example, and I think it's going to be the Zero Hour Omnibus because I didn't realize the Zero Hour Omnibus is $175 for no reason.
175. That's too.
Yeah,
I never heard that.
for
Like
and it's
the
like
only time I hear
1,150 pages.
that has to be. There's another omnibus with that same page with cheaper. I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Danny Ketch Ghost Rider's 150 at 1,350 pages.
I mean, Doom Night is how big was Doom 2099? Was that so big that they
Doom
couldn't add any
2099 was
more?
like 1,556 pages.
Was it? Yeah, I heard you say like if they added more, the
If
spine
they
would
added one
literally
more
break.
page, it would break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. So, uh, yeah. Anyways, Wicked.
Oh,
I could use a Wicked action figure line. Is my point because
Kyle mentions Geats for their examples
Geats is a good
of.
example too. Um, yeah, Eloquence. There are much bigger books for much cheaper. A 75 is under ridiculous bonkers. There are absolute editions that cost less than that. There is. I don't know any book that costs more than the Zero Hour Omnibus. I think every publisher knows you can't really go past 150.
My
Except
Scott
DC did
Pilgrim.
it with Zero Hour. It's weird.
Pretty sure my Scott Pilgrim box set is bigger than Zero Hour, and that's 3 books for like I think 100. I paid for that box set.
Yeah, I think originally that was like almost 200 though, right?
Yeah, I think I got it for
But that's still like
100.
that's a lot more pages.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, and then in the news of wow, that's still alive. Toho Ultimates Wave 6 from Super 7 is Kiryu Mechagodzilla, Godzilla Millennium, and Shin Godzilla.
I'm really surprised it's still continuing.
I thought this was
Honestly.
dead.
Speaking of, I actually got my very first Super 7 figure finally
Oh yeah?
yesterday because the Tenchi Turtle figures are finally were at a price I like on sale. I got all 4 of them.
Nice.
I gotta say, like the figure is good, but not worth the price of 50. At least the turtles. I think the Wave 2 is a better value,
Yeah.
but the turtles like 50 for these guys. They're
55.
great. I think they're 55.
55.
Like I think they're like I would pay dirty at the very least, but like they're good. Also, man, like I thank God I knew about Super 7 figures ahead of time because my Leo I couldn't move. I had to heat up the whole entire
Yeah.
figure to actually use the figure because
Just
my
like
God.
NECA.
Yeah, NECA, like, I have some better chances with NECA sometimes, but, like, literally, I couldn't I was too scared to bend the elbows and knees in my Leo because they were so, like, lock in.
Veloquence mentioned me yesterday no video can go over 60 and Nintendo said here's your $80 Mario Kart. I mean it's also after Sony and Microsoft said here's games for 70.
Yep.
But then also I will add I do wonder how is there a chart that tells me how many copies of Mario Kart sold for 80 and how many were sold with a bundle with a Switch 2?
Yeah, that too. We
I
had to
have a
look at that
weird
sale.
suspicion most of the copies were with the Switch 2 because it was only $50 more, even though I think
I
anything
yeah.
more than 40 for Mario Kart World is a travesty.
I had to pay for Mario Kart World separately during the
How
because
do
I
you
couldn't
feel
find.
about it?
Eh, I enjoy the game, but I much prefer Sonic Cross Wars way better.
Yes. I do love that Sakurai got to execute Mario Kart World
I know.
live
I love
twice.
that twice.
Um, Backtracking to Super 7. Was Godzilla 2000? I haven't watched that movie in a long time. Was his heat ray only like an inch in front of his face?
I don't think so.
What is this?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
That feels so budgeted out. Budget out.
Because like the other breath effects for these have been decent. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Because like I don't know. I just watched the Burning Godzilla like short earlier, which had it was
Was
2000
that
Godzilla, and I was
was
like,
that
he had a
wasn't
full
that
heat glass.
Millennium? Yeah, wasn't that Millennium in that short? Yeah.
Yeah, his heat rasp wasn't blue either. Oof. Hmm.
Also, to be here, he looks a bit cartoony. I
He
don't know. He doesn't
does.
look. Yeah,
Also, wait, why is his fins not purple?
you're right.
That's
I always
so much
associate
wrong here.
Godzilla 2000 with the purple
Golly.
fin. This is what happens when you fire Kyle Wotiga.
Yeah,
Everything goes to shit.
Kyle said. Yeah, Kyle said the breath was orange.
Okay, yeah, breast orange. Okay, so what? I don't know what the hell is going on there. Also, Kiryu's only accessory being an alternate head with red eyes is that's just lame, man.
I mean, at least he comes with the armor system, but still.
See, Shin Godzilla got a full breath effect.
Did he took the budget?
Did he take the budget? Did
I
he
made
take
sure
the
that they
budget? What is the price on these independently?
are they
95
expensive?
each?
Yeah, but I say God.
Are
I feel
you
like they were like
shitting me?
Super Seven. Like the reason why even though I wanted the
I
Super
can't
Seven
defend
turtles.
this at all.
Yeah, yeah. That's the reason why it took so long to get the Super Seven strategy turtles, even though I wanted them for so long, because I never liked the prices. Because I feel like the quality of them are like the same as NECA
I gave it some
and such.
leniency because of how limited run they were, but then they stopped being limited run, and I'm like, so why are the prices like this?
For the
Because they
10G or in
can.
general?
In
You know
general.
why?
So-
Yeah, because like I
'Cause they
mean, I
can.
I let it slide with Silverhawks though, because I know where they're only selling like 10 of those.
Yeah, like I think it's because
Like
I guess the
these
problem.
used to be like 80, which 55 to 80, I get that, but like why are these 95 and they come with so little?
I think my problem with Super Seven is they feel like they're still indie company, but honestly they aren't. They honestly become more mainstream more and more. Like I think
They
especially
picked
compared
up
to
so many licenses too.
I mean, especially compared to Jada, who is more honestly, I feel they're a little more
Yeah,
indie than Super Seven. Their prices, all the prices have been fair for all their lines, and they have better articulation and plastic quality
Muteki
and stuff
mentioned
like that.
tariffs for the prices, and honestly, like that is a factor, but like to that extent, no. That's there is always two sides to the tariff thing. There is
I mean, the
the
Hasbro. I mean, I think Hasbro has really like showed that
yeah.
like
You
yeah,
can
there's
you
something.
can you can kind of look at it and try to figure out is it tariffs or is it we now have an excuse to raise our prices? Also, good point,
And
Dropkick Mercy's fan. When will Super 7 do the more obscure kaiju they promised? That was one of the early promises. We even talked to them about that, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do there was this thing like Brian Flynn said they could do any kaiju they wanted, and yet they seem to be only doing the normal standard. Kia Toys does it for half the price type.
Yeah, because that's why yeah, I just pre-ordered the Turtles Challenge Tree Wave 2
Yeah,
because I had the 4 Turtles now. Well, I still need to get the other tree in today, but still. And so I feel the value of those three are better, but if the last because what the Wave Tree is gonna be Hun, April, and Motorcycle Raft, right?
mm-hmm.
Of that, and that line ends there, especially since what wasn't Kyle Woga in charge
That was
of
the
the
last
Adventure
wave he
line being
worked on
done.
was Wave 3. Yeah,
Yeah, and if it ends there, at least I got the most of the main cast. I think the biggest shame is not having Baxter, Gigi Choi, and Karai, but still at least I got April Case, Turtles, Splinter, Shredder, Casey in
yeah,
April at the very least. So like I got like the usuals and such. But like
yep.
Super Seven, like the reason I never pick up anything with Super Seven into now, it just I feel like the prices
And also,
aren't
they were
good.
very 80s focused.
Yeah, their prices aren't good, 80 focus, but also like
Yeah,
I feel like for what they're delivering isn't like their quality's on
it's
par.
at
It
it.
has
I've said this for a long time. and I still stand by this because it's accurate. Super 7 and NECA produce the same quality product. Super 7 produces it under a made-to-order model, and that's why their price is higher.
Even though not really, because the 10-3 figures are like and other
Plentiful.
most are turtle.
Because when
Well,
that's the thing is they used to be under that made-to-order model when they only sold through their website, and then they got the other retailers involved, and that's how they've been able to keep these lines going. Is
Yeah,
because Big Bad
yeah,
Entertainment
actually,
Earth and all them buy stuff, and once
yeah,
they went to
actually,
Amazon, that's when they stopped really having that excuse.
yeah, actually, yeah. I keep saying turtles, but not even just turtles, but all their lines. Honestly, yeah, they're
Yeah.
all easy to get.
I think once they
Easy to
started
get.
hitting Amazon, which was a new decision by their new CEOs, more business focused, that fired all their people, that was like I think when that shift into these aren't, and now you can buy like even stripped down versions of Ultimate figures in stores. I'm like, this isn't the same business model anymore. It's like I'm not lenient on the price. When it was, you can only buy it through a couple websites. Like, yeah, I get it, but now I'm like, now
Like,
that
for
you can get them
example,
everywhere, it doesn't feel like you need to be charging as much for
like
them.
for example, like how much are the NECA Ultimate 2012 figures? They're all like 30, right?
They're
At the
40.
least, at the 40?
They're
Yeah,
40.
they're $10 cheaper than the Super 7 10 and
Yeah,
3 figures, but yet they come with much more accessories and had the around the same articulation.
but they are
Same
about the same
articulation.
quality too.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still, like they're $10 cheaper, no matter still.
Yep.
Like even they're the same quality, at least $10
I think
cheaper.
it's just because
They
they
come
can
with
sell
more.
them at Walmart and Target. I think that's one of the biggest differences. But I also think that Super 7 is like a lot of companies. Once you raise a price to a certain amount, you're never bringing it back down.
Yep.
Yep. But they need to fill out the
Also, the
value
fact,
more.
also, I mean, the fact they're charging $20 for the reaction figures is honestly, I think it's a scam. To be
It is.
honest,
Reaction Plus, sure, but regular reaction, what the hell? How are those 20?
they're
Spin Master's
five
making the
POA.
same exact quality figure for 8.
Yeah, they're 5 POA figures with no paint,
Yeah.
barely any paint, because that's the point. They're really simple, and they're $20. Like, why?
I get it for the O-rings. I get it for the O-rings because O-rings are more expensive to make. But 5
Yeah,
POA
but
stuff,
you're.
no.
Mhm.
All right, let's get to our entertainment news because speaking of Godzilla, Godzilla Day happened. The only news is Godzilla Minus Zero has been announced, which was already announced, but we have a title for
We
it,
got a title.
which is that
I'm not.
Takashi Yamazaki's coming back to write and direct a Godzilla movie, and it's going to connect to Godzilla Minus One. I think it's a sequel. I'm going to throw out a shot in the dark. This is going to take place in 1954,
Oh, 54.
the
Okay.
same year as the original movie, and that's why
Hmm.
it's minus
Yes,
zero
yes,
because we're
yes.
now
I see what you're getting at. Yeah,
right? We're now synced
because
up
that's
to where the
exactly what I
original movie
thought.
was. Because if
That's
minus
exactly
one,
what I thought too when I
right?
first saw the original.
If minus, because minus one took place in the 40s,
But-
so that's like
Yep,
original Godzilla minus one, right? Because it took
yep.
us back. But now we're at
Hmm.
minus zero. I think it's gonna take place in 19.
Yeah,
I think Godzilla's
54,
gonna
yeah.
come back in 54, and he's gonna fight Tokyo, and there'll be another kaiju there, like some guy that we're not expecting. That's my guess. That's my guess.
I don't know why. It's just for some reason in my head I'm just imagining like a little sock with eyes on it.
That's a new guy.
That's just scaled up. Like,
No, it's Kermit.
hey, how's it going? Like,
It's
Yeah.
Kermit. He's got to fight Kermit.
It's gonna fight Kermit.
Minus zero.
yeah.
Actually, it's funny. You look at the logo, right? You got the 2 eyes and the nose. You just draw a smile right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Godzilla show.
Hi-ho.
Mm.
It's
Kermit
me,
the
Kermit
Frog here.
here.
Anyways, Yamazaki did such a great job with Godzilla Minus One. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Well, I'll say, like, I'm not sure it's like a confirmed, but apparently, like, the Hollywood Reporter said it's a vague date. It's like late 2026, which I'm not actually
Which we heard
surprised 'cause-
before. That was the idea. So.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised because this film. It's like the fastest a Godzilla film went into production ever.
Yeah, they already filmed this. Like everyone was like, "How are they going to film it and get it done in a year?" I'm like, "They already filmed it." Like this was already. They've already said this has been in the works since the first movie came out. They've already gone through production on this.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of nice to finally get a Godzilla sequel very close at the original.
Yes.
Again, it's been like I tell you, because even the legendary films take a while to come out. There usually is some gaps between legendary
Yeah.
films.
It just feels like there isn't because they throw things in like Monarch and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually really nice. Yeah.
It's funny. We're gonna have is Godzilla Kong Supernova next year or is it 2027?
Oh, hold on, let me look it up. Godzilla. Was it so
Hey, I
Godzilla
said I'm
Supernova?
excited for goo.
Goo!
uh,
Kong Supernova, is that the film?
yeah,
Oh
Supernova.
yeah, 2027.
Okay,
is,
so next year we're gonna get Monarch Season 2 and this, and then in 2027 we're gonna get Supernova. Cool. That's our map for Godzilla stuff. Dropkick Murphy's fan said Godzilla +1 is when Godzilla gets married. That'll be the third one.
He no, that's the is he I thought it was, I thought it was Monsterverse Godzilla with the hots with his wife.
I mean, I mean, it's the greatest love story since Twilight. Um, but no, I think the interesting part of the Godzilla franchise is that I lived through the time of they weren't making anything, so it's nice to be in the time where they're making things every year now.
I
So
lo I lo there's a video YouTuber I watch that makes, like, fighting game roster videos, and they did Godzilla one recently, and they
hmm.
say Legendary Godzilla is just the Vegeta of Godzillas.
Yeah, it's true. It's
Yeah,
really true.
I know, right?
It's really true.
He gets he caught
AR said hint another kaiju Godzilla -0 is goo. Hedorah is a pretty gooey monster. Yep. Let's see. Jeremy Carr said Godzilla 3.14 is going to be peak. Just say.
Yeah, I can't wait for Godzilla 2.5 HA Remix Final Wars.
Yes. Let's see. And Andrea said Monarch is good with the caveat half the pro tags are really annoying. I think that's kind of the point. They're all supposed to be really insufferable people that get better over time. They're like, look at how being in life-threatening situations with kaiju will change you as a person. All right. Anyways, looking forward to Skull Island shenanigans next season. All right. In the next piece of news, which is not surprising. Oh, my browser froze.
Oh no!
Oh.
Godzilla attacked the.
The next piece of news, in and of
Sad
itself,
to say is Vegeta.
yeah, Godzilla's like, you're not taking the focus away from me on my day. I'm like, yes, I am.
Exactly.
Cancel. Oh, hey, there we go. See,
Okay.
as soon as I go to inform the chat, it just starts working again.
Godzilla was like, pranked you, and he runs away laughing.
All right. In what I would call unsurprising news, I'll give it a moment for everybody to catch up. Okay, we're back. Everyone said start back. Okay, cool. It didn't drop out completely, right? Like it didn't end the stream. Still.
Oh yeah, no, the streams are going.
Cool.
Yep.
There's always a timeline. So, in what I would call unsurprising news, but surprised they actually said it, the BBC confirms the future of Doctor Who and a new Christmas special in 2026. So the biggest news is that they said, with Disney Plus confirming they will not be partnering on the next season of the sci-fi show, the BBC remains fully committed to the show and will announce plans for the next series in due course to ensure the Doctor's adventures continue. Lindsay Salt, director of drama. Okay, so life is freaking funny sometimes, right? Because how is Lindsay Salt the director of drama?
Is it like how Chris Cox is
That CEO of Hasbro? It's like
Yep.
too perfect. Like life is fun. Anyways, she said, we'd like to thank Disney Plus for being a terrific global partners and collaborators for the past 2 seasons. Lying through your teeth, appreciate it. And for the upcoming The War Between the Land and the Sea.
There was a mouse staring them down when they were writing this.
The BBC remains fully committed to Doctor Who, it continues to be one of our most loved dramas, and we're delighted that Russell T Davies has agreed to write us another spectacular Christmas special for 2026. We can assure the fans the Doctor is not going anywhere, and they'll be announcing plans for the next series in due course, which will ensure the TARDIS remains at the heart of the BBC. Before next year's specials, fans of the beloved series still have time to enjoy The War of the Land of the Sea, heading to BBC iPlayer and BBC One later this year, as well as a brand new animated series for CBeebies, which is in development, and the Doctor Who Christmas special will be produced by Bad Wolf with the studios for the BBC. So, here is the thing. Disney, when they made the deal for Doctor Who, it was under the Chapek era of get as much stuff on Disney Plus as possible, and then when it started airing, it was under the Iger era of stop spending money. And I think that's why that all happened the way it did. I think BBC, they tried to work with Disney Plus. They got in some more production budget. Ultimately, didn't really benefit the show at all. And I think that coming back and doing more without Disney is a good idea. Also, taking a little break is a good idea. The key things I noticed here was in terminology, which is Russell T Davies has agreed to write us another spectacular Christmas special. That doesn't sound like to me that Russell T Davies is going to be the showrunner on the new series, but more that he's going to do a spectacular Christmas special to explain what the hell was going on with Billy Piper.
Yeah.
I feel like this Christmas special is going to be like our let's clean up that elephant we created in that room, and then the next series should hopefully be something new and fresh. Because I think that, and I don't want to see Moffat come back. I don't want to see Chinball come back. I want somebody completely new. I want someone to take a brand new swing at it. And I think there's going to be a little bit of a break after the special. But this keeps the special. It's just like they've done before. The specials will keep it kind of going. The War Between Land and the Sea is airing on BBC One in December. The rumors that it's going to air, I think, weekly there, and then it will air on Disney Plus when it's done. So we're not going to have a simulcast thing for that. I'm actually surprised this news was announced prior to that show airing. I thought they were going to wait. Like, I thought Disney wanted to wait till everything was aired before they said we're done with Doctor Who, but they said they're done. I wish they would have made this announcement like, a year ago instead of
I
letting
think
Shooty leave.
it really does sound like, even though they can't say, they feel really burned from Disney.
Oh, they should be. They lost they lost their lead actor because Disney couldn't like shit or get off the pot. To put it in simple terms, because I'm tired, I don't have any more eloquent way of saying it.
Yeah, no, because that's the thing. Like, there's definitely a lot of issues with the current series that are outside Disney control, probably. But I feel like a lot of the problems are from Disney's meddling. I do feel like
I
it.
feel like the episode counts were Disney's call. And also we heard that like the way the whole unit spinoff only existed because Disney wanted to have like a Marvelized version of the franchise.
Yeah, I think like
Yeah.
there's definitely there's definitely a lot of faults to Rusty Davies writing for the new series from what I've seen, but I think a lot of it is also like the working. I won't pretend a lot of the faults came from the unknown future.
Yeah.
So and
Especially
episode count.
especially in the finale, a bunch of that was because they had planned to do a season 3. Disney wouldn't even tell them yes or no on a season 3. They just kept saying, "Oh, you got to wait." And then that led
Like,
us to getting
yeah.
the season 2 finale reshot hastily at the last
I
minute.
did, yeah. The
Yeah.
finale, I think the finale is probably the aftermath of Disney's meddling. I feel like
Yeah.
that's like, would it still probably been not great? Probably, definitely, but I feel
I
like
think the nostalgia pandering stuff was definitely like Russell T
still
Davies.
there. Yeah, yeah, but like the
But
whole
I think the whole
Billy
ending, of
Piper.
course, only happened because they shot a whole different ending. Carol Ann Ford confirmed all what we knew. We knew that there was a different ending, and she confirmed it in an interview. And she said, for reasons beyond what I know and knowledge that I won't share with you, we had to change the ending. But here was what the original ending was, confirming all the leaks and rumors. And so it is definitely like there was a lot of unfortunate circumstances that were put around the show, and I think that it just all just kind of blew up in everybody's face. And that being said, I think that if they take a good significant break, it's healthy for a franchise to take a break and come back stronger.
Uh,
So we shall see.
Wheel shows. Funny you say that Wheel shows up when we get to
Yes.
the big
Yeah.
one.
Dun,
Let's
dun.
see.
I would, yeah. I think Doctor New Who, Disney Who, or whatever you want to call this new era, is definitely a case of too many cooks in the kitchen.
Way
Is
too many
definitely, I
cooks in
feel
the
like.
kitchen. Way too many. Because one of my issues with the
I have
unit
a cook in my
spinoff is
kitchen.
that it's a
Is
unit
that out now?
spinoff. It's a unit spinoff, and yet there's like barely any unit in the trailers. And I'm like, is it
I
really a
think
unit spinoff?
is that out now? The unit spinoff or not
No,
yet?
it's airing in December. It's the War
Okay,
Between
I
the
was
Land
like,
and the Sea.
okay, I was making sure. I was making sure it's like, is that out now?
Yeah, we haven't missed it yet, but it kept getting
I'll show
pushed
you
off.
something that I can't see.
What?
John Cena. He's
Good point.
invisible.
Do 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 do.
Yeah. Anyways, I hope this Christmas special's fun. I just want it to be fun. It also, we need to wrap up all these plot threads. Also, put Susan in it. My God, don't leave Carol Ann Ford hanging. She is old. Like,
No. Leave her hanging. Leave
no,
her hanging.
we don't want to leave her
Leave her-
hanging.
Leave her hanging.
Not leaving her hanging.
Leave her hanging.
I'm
Yeah.
leaving you hanging. All right.
I'm leaving you hanging.
Let's talk about Japanese franchises. First up, Digimon is doing very, very well. So
I bet.
there is the financial reports for the fiscal year. This is the Toei fiscal reports here. which is April through September 2025, which means this does not include Beat Break or Time Stranger.
Yeah, that's yeah. So yeah, keep in mind that this is before those two big projects.
And so the numbers and the estimates on Digimon are showing that Digimon is the 4th largest brand for some quarters and the 3rd largest brand on others. And that is the overall sense. And also, 90% of Toei's Digimon financials come from outside Japan. So Digimon's doing really, really well right now. Like, incredibly well.
Yep.
The So this With Will article mentions this would match the info that a number of staffers have said since the relaunch from Try, that International was making up a bigger and bigger portion of Digimon, and it says a number of years ago Digimon video game sales said to be 2/3 outside Japan.
Also, I want to shout out Blade Raiders comment. Hey Digimon, making cash from all the boys and girls.
Yeah. As of note, in their medium-term management plan through fiscal year 2031, Digimon was shown as one of the leading works of the era, noting a mega hit broadcast in over 60 countries worldwide. Yeah, I really want Bandai to look at this and go, wait, why are we not making toys?
Like, seriously, like, Digimon makes money. It literally does.
Yes.
And you have more proof of it now. Again, this is before Time Stranger and Beat Break. I figured those went up skyrocketing now.
Yeah,
I have a controversial opinion on what they should make too.
Okay.
What they need to make other than toys, because you and me had a huge discussion about toys for the last 3 weeks or so.
Yes, we did. What's a new one? What's a new one? Give me a new one.
Give us an actual playable version of Hyper Coliseum, but make it only P Bandai exclusive, so it doesn't dilute the current market of the actual card game. Because the fact that no one got to play actual Hyper Coliseum.
Oh yeah.
Because of the mistranslation.
Because remember, the US version is not Hyper Coliseum; it's its own weird.
And the instructions were translated wrong, so the game doesn't work.
Okay, like listen. One of my biggest things as a Digimon fan is the gripe that every piece of merchandise around that card game was super flawed in North America, to the extent that the fact that when I found out that the company was still like in Japan, even when like Hyper Coliseum was in quotation dead, they were still releasing playable, like structure decks for people in Japan through like Bandai. Meaning, like, if you never had the game as a kid during Savers, you could buy sets from like P Bandai Japan, so you could play with like veteran tournaments when the card game was technically dead.
Yeah, because the problem with when the game came out here in the West, not only they horribly translated the rules, but also like because I think it was the card series 1 and 2, set 1 and 2 were released by Topps, was right?
Yeah,
it was something like that.
After that, Bandai separated and did it themselves. I think.
Yeah, because they opened their card game division.
And then they revamped the game with like these CGI card arts, and they don't play the.
Yeah, because it's revamped slightly from the top version.
Yeah. What you need to do is time travel to me in 6th grade. I had all the cards.
So did I. Every card. I almost had.
I had them all sound out. You know how I got them?
How'd you get them?
Some kid had them all, and we had a Secret Santa thing. I did my Secret Santa thing proper. I got a toy. I got a Stone Cold Steve Austin toy for the kid. He got nothing for me. He just said, They're like, here, take all my Digimon cards, and I was like, This wasn't a present, but I'll take it.
Well, I say that's a better deal.
That's honestly a better exchange.
I'll give you a funny story. I don't think Darkon ever bought any of the cards.
No.
I had somehow acquired, I think, 2 duplicates of the original starter deck, and I think I just rebroke up my collection to the cards, because originally they were just like in this one.
Actually, I might still have
box
them.
Holder,
shoot.
And I gave like the entire structure deck to Darkon. And I had a good amount of Series 1 and 2. Like, I had, like, a lot of Series 1 and 2 cards. Like, I think I'm only missing, like, the super rares and the ultra rares of that era. But, like, it's just wild that, like, that was one of the things as a kid, especially due to the fact that it actually, I think, worked its scanning ability on the D-Arc or whatever it was called in Season 3 in Japan.
Yeah, the D-Arc.
Me off. That's why that Digivice is one of the worst Digivices in North America.
No, because isn't the D Power / D-Arc, wasn't that like a weird like plug and play game in the West?
It was a full on VPET, but then it had an online compatibility function where you had to plug it into a VGA cable and then it could go online and you could do battles online. But the card scanning didn't scan cards, it just had a little button that would get hit by a card.
Yeah.
Also,
Isn't
it was a pedometer based toy instead of being
wasn't
card
the
based.
detect wasn't the detect you couldn't use like scan barcodes, but you had to put like codes for the detect or
Yep.
card game or
It
something like
was
that,
weird.
right?
Yeah, no barcode scanning. You just had to punch in codes
I
manually.
which is weird because wasn't like another toy like scanners, I
Scanners was
think,
like the
right?
same year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Anyways,
I just wanted to bring that up because
yeah,
we need toys and we really need that,
and
especially
plushies.
since yeah.
We
Do,
need more
do you know why?
plushies.
Do you know why I
Surprised we
brought
don't
that up?
have
Was
plushies.
because so many people like I'm gonna try the official card game now that I played Jogmon,
Yep.
and what pissed me off was Jogmon in Time Stranger uses all the vintage Bandai artwork designs,
Well, it's all
like
the reference
style.
art. It's all
Yep.
the reference
Yeah.
art book art.
All right. Next piece of news. There was some kind of One Piece like news day because we just suddenly got news. One Piece Into the Grand Line season 2 of the Netflix series is going to be premiering on March 10th, 2026. And they provided some images. They put out a behind the scenes reel today. It's looking good. It's finally coming out in March. It's taking way too damn long. All right.
Damn smart witter.
Yes. Next up, though, this is the biggest news from One Piece, which is the One Piece anime is going to be going on a 3-month hiatus starting in January, and then it'll return in April with the start of the Elbaf arc. And then beginning in 2026, the anime series will kick off a new production cycle, dividing into 2 parts for a maximum of 26 episodes per year in order to dive even deeper into the heart of the One Piece world, incorporating more content, tempo, and pacing of the original manga. So basically, One Piece has now officially gone seasonal, which in 26 years, Toei has not done. They have been running this thing weekly since 1999. Even when they take breaks from new episodes, they'll put in recap specials or like the Fishman Island re-edit and all this other stuff. They have never taken the show off air to go seasonal, and they're doing this with the intention of fixing the pacing on the anime, which thank God the pacing is awful. And so I think this is fantastic. They're going to do 2 batches of 13 episodes each year, which I think is
Oh,
excellent.
so they do like the core 1, core 2 things like other animes do.
Exactly. I
Okay,
think there's going
okay.
to be one in the spring, one in the
This is
fall.
gonna this is somehow gonna either hurt, like Soundout says, or really kill the anime. This is gonna be hilarious.
I think it's going to help. I think it's going to help because they got the sauce in the animation quality, but they just don't have it in the pacing because they keep having to pump out 50 some odd episodes a year, right? So I think this is great. They even had like a little graphic that was saying like they're basically going to be doing 1 episode for 1 chapter, which I think is excellent.
Because yeah, they've been
Yeah.
doing what like what
1
page
chapter is
per
like between 2 and 4 episodes.
yeah, because don't
Yeah.
they do like what 4 pages episode?
Practically 4
Something like that?
pages an episode. It's insanely slow, and I think that it's hurt the show like significantly, especially lately. Because like Wano onward, the animation quality is great for the action scenes, but then when you're watching the pacing of the show, it just drags like a snail. So I'm
Like a
really
denden.
glad they're doing this.
You mean a denden phone?
A Denden phone, yes, it drags like a Denden phone. Though I've never actually watched one of those walk before. Anyways, also I really wish we could fix the Elbath translation because I hate it.
Oh, what's wrong with it?
It's a PH instead of an F. It should be an F because Elbath is supposed to be fable backwards.
Oh, okay.
And so spelling it Elbaph doesn't work with the whole thing. It's supposed to be a fable backwards because it's the land of the giants. Yeah.
I love how Soundout and me have the same issue now with Ultraman.
Yes.
Literally, this is the same issue I have with
With
Ultraman.
Mephiles.
Yes, because all of the freaking stupid stuff, they've changed so many pronunciations and like legal, like their legal.
I'm still trying to get over Fun Beamon.
Fun Beam. What was the
Because he was
before?
Fan Beamon for forever.
Fan Beam
Oh,
for
Fan Beam.
years.
Oh, okay.
And well, now he's fun.
Now he's fun.
I'll never.
He got
I'll
a
never
personality.
I'll never forget how they pronounce Machine Dramon and the next order dub Machine Dramon.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wait, you want to hear another?
Can you imagine Machine Draymond? Somebody saying it like that.
Like, everybody loves Machine Draymond.
Do you guys want to hear another funny Ultraman name change that also had me like looking at it confused? And
What?
I think what was it? The original romanization of Jiras, I think was like Jiras, just Jiras, like that. and then for some freaking reason, they I think added an H into it.
Yes.